Hey, my name is Sammy Siegler. I help with a few things at Trust Records, a label that was formed to give classic punk and hardcore records the home they deserve. Since Trust started in 2020, we've been lucky to partner with some legendary bands such as Bad Brains, 7 Seconds, SSD, Circle Jerks, SNFU, Youth Brigade, Ink and Dagger, and more. Aside from deluxe packaging and going the distance to ensure the audio is the best it can be, we make the merch you never thought you needed. Create documentaries, infomercials, playlists, and more. We made our own coffee blend, a book of Richard Pryor matches, and a Youth Brigade floaty keychain. So that's kind of cool. 1-833-2-TRUST-1 is the hotline. No one's going to pick up, but there's usually a fun greeting and you can leave a message. Me, I play drums in a bunch of bands, Judge, Youth of Today, Rival Schools, and more. I've been a guest on Toby's One Life, One Chance podcast twice. It's great to see how it's grown. He gets killer guests and always keeps the liquid death on ice. And if you're lucky, you'll get to see Derek Green or a Morse family member. You might have missed it, but we just partnered with American Nightmare on some tees and a hat. I say this because you should go to trustrecords.com and subscribe to our newsletter. We often give subscribers a heads up. Right now, there's a few special items remaining on the Trust website, trust.com. For example, a fishbone hat, DYST, Ink and Dagger raincoat and bucket hat, volume 4 of our zine, a super rare have-heart SSDT, artist Devin Flynn's Trust design, Jesse Barber's design, BYO, Hepcat, DFL, Stylog 13, and more. That's all from me. Enjoy today's guest.
Yo, go to trustrecords.com. Use my code LIKEGLUE, LIKEGLUE, like glue, and get 15% off of anything on trustrecords.com except for Ink and Dagger. That's trustrecords.com. The code is LIKEGLUE and get 15% off. So excited for this partnership with Trust Records. It's been a long time coming. Since 1987, Rockabilia has been around doing officially licensed merch. No bootlegs from all the artists that I freaking love, from pop to hip hop to rock to hardcore to punk. Over 500,000 items on this website, independently owned, operated in the USA. Custom limited collabs drop every month exclusively on this website from visual artists and tattoo artists. They have so many bands that I love and artists that I love, from Gaga to Blink, Katy Perry, Bad Brains, Beastie Boys, De La, Tribe Called Quest, 50 Cent, Billy, Deftones, Dead Kennedys, DMX, Dr. Dre, Eric B. and Rakim, Goo Goo Dolls, Hall & Oates, Wu-Tang, U2, Snoop, TSO, and Paramore. Those is to name a few of all my favorite bands that are on this website. I've owned t-shirts from all those artists throughout my life. Now I know to go here only. All officially licensed merchandise. Check out Rockabilia Instagram. Also go to rockabilia.com and use my code OLLC10 and get 10% off. That's rockabilia.com. Use my code OLLC10 and get 10% off your purchases. Thank you to Rockabilia for being our new sponsor. Welcome to OLLC fam. D-Block, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the One Life One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Today I got my brother from another mother, Mr. Derek Green, with me again.
What's up?
This episode, we're going back to your roots.
That's right.
Your childhood, everywhere you grew up.
Okay.
And we have your oldest friend here on the pod today, Mr. Dwid Hellion. Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for calling me the oldest.
No, you're not. It's crazy because, obviously, I never knew what your real fucking name was until recently, because all we know is our friends, whatever the names are called their whole entire lives. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So you're Irish. Kind of Irish.
Scottish Irish.
Okay, yeah.
The Scottish and Irish.
And then where did Dwid come from?
So I used to live in Louisville, Kentucky before I lived in Cleveland. And I would go to, there was like a punk pizza shop that was called Charlie's Pizzeria. And I was probably 13 years old at the time. And there was a band from Louisville named Maurice.
Okay.
And they went on tour with Sam Hain.
Oh, shit, nice.
And in like 84.
Okay.
And eventually that band split up into two different bands. One was called Slint, and the other one was called King Horse.
Yeah,
nice.
King Horse.
Yeah,
that's
they're
right.
great bands.
My wife loves Slint, dude. I seen that Slint dog.
Slint is great.
They were like ahead of their time with their sound and style, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I was a 13-year-old kid trying to be cool, and you could buy pitchers of beer for maybe $1 or something crazy. So I had $1. I bought a pitcher of beer, and I tried to get my courage up. I drank the pitcher of beer, talked to the older boys from that band, be like, "Oh, that was a cool show," you know. And I went up to be like, "That was a cool show, dudes. I thought I said dudes, but I said Dwids. And they were like, Dwid. And then that was my nickname.
That's it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And the singer of that band, his nickname was Rat. Because he had a rat. You know how people have these punk names. You know, Spike. You have the spiky
Dude, that's
hair.
the most randomest shit for a nickname.
Yeah.
Just saying the wrong thing.
So it just stuck with me. Yeah.
Damn. So you're super young when you get that nickname.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
And then you started calling yourself that, and then
Just people called me that, and then it just stuck, and then it just.
did you legally change your last name to Hellion or no?
No,
Okay,
not
okay.
legally. No.
That came later. So nobody really calls you by your real name, though, really.
My wife calls me by my real name, so.
I've never heard anyone really call you by your real name.
And so you're from Mentor, Ohio?
No, I was from Indiana.
Okay, first, and then you got to Ohio. Yeah.
I was from Indiana, and then I moved to Louisville, and then I moved to Cleveland when I was like 15 or 16.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
And that's when I met Derek.
Wow. Weren't you going to private school?
Yeah, we could call it private school, but Bill Gill and I went to a bad boy school.
Yeah.
We were in trouble with our parents and with the law and stuff. They put us in this like sort of a detention, sort of in between detention school, and so we had to live there.
That school you met Bill.
Yeah, that's how I met Bill.
And then that's how I met you through Bill.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's right.
You have siblings?
I have 2 sisters.
Were they into like punk or stuff like that?
Not at all, no.
Are they older or younger?
They're younger than me.
Okay. So you're in Indiana first. You're super young, so you end up going to like what?
Kentucky, right?
Kentucky.
No, I was born in Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, pay attention. So you're going to school there, going to middle school there, and all that stuff before you go to high school. You moved to. So your childhood's kind of growing up there, kind of going to school and being a normal kid before you get to Ohio.
Yeah, like in Indiana, I lived in like an area where like farmers were. Like the next neighbor would be really far. You'd have to drive to get to it.
Damn.
It was just cornfields and nothing. So.
And what kind of kid were you into? What were you doing?
I was into imagination because there was nothing else. I was so bored. My imagination was the only thing I had to deal with.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Were you like a latchkey kid outside all the time and stuff, or?
I was outside all the time, but I was in the country, so.
Yeah. So no skateboarding, nothing like that yet.
No, I didn't get into skateboarding until I moved to Louisville.
Yeah. Wow. So you lived there a couple, then you go to Louisville, and that's kind of where you kind of find punk in a sense, or find
Well, what happened was my parents divorced, and then I went to live with my father because he got remarried and had moved to Louisville, and he noticed that the other children in the area were skateboarding to school.
Oh shit!
So he said, I'll buy him a skateboard so he can make friends with the other boys. And I got a skateboard, so I skateboarded to school. And then the other skaters, you know how it was when you guys were growing up. You see someone skateboarding in Vans or something, and they'd say, "Oh, hey man, are you into these bands?" And I'm like, "I don't know any of this stuff." And they would make tapes for me, and then I would hear this new stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is crazy and cool."
Wow. What kind of music you listened to before that? Just like normal rock stuff, or?
Not really any music before.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would hear the radio because it was on, but I wasn't interested in music. But what I would do is my grandparents, I lived a lot with my grandparents.
Okay.
I had like those little Radio Shack cassette recorders. You remember those? They were like a box like this, had a little handle.
Yeah.
More maybe for dictaphones than it was for music. And for some reason, they gave me one of those, and I would play with it. So I would like record every Saturday night. There'd be a horror movie on the channel 55. There was like 2 or 3 channels that you could watch back then. And every Saturday night, they'd have a horror movie, and I would watch that. And this is before VCRs were a thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to somehow capture that experience so I could enjoy it throughout the week. And it dawned on me, maybe I could record it with a cassette tape. So I'd record the audio, and then I'd imagine what I had seen, and I would draw it on paper and try to remember Dracula or Frankenstein or whatever it was. And then after that, I noticed that the cassette tape itself had these little screws in the corner, and I took the screws out, and then I would rub my fingers on the tape to make it sound weird, and then I made loop tapes and stuff just for fun. It wasn't for musical purposes.
Yeah.
And my grandparents had a really big turntable, like a record player, but it was more like a big piece of furniture.
Yeah, I remember those things. Yeah.
I think you might have had one at your house too. And so you'd open up the top, there'd be a big turntable in there, and it would play 78s, the really big old ones. And I don't know how I got into it, maybe from like silly putty or something. I thought, what if I put like Elmer's glue all over a record and dry it and then play the other, play the copy, what that would sound like. So I would do that and like flip it over and hear that and it would sound like, super crazy. And
How old are you then when you're doing this?
Like 6 or 7 years old,
That's
5, 6,
insane,
7.
dude.
Yeah.
But
again, it wasn't musical.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just for fun. I thought that all kids did that. So I was just like, oh, that's what kids do, I suppose,
It's super creative, man. That,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're drawing and that's crazy, dude.
Wow.
I was just completely bored.
Yeah.
Like I think if I was stimulated with other stuff, I wouldn't be doing that probably, but I don't know. I have no answer.
So essentially you're kind of making like your own music and stuff and like just making sounds and like.
Yeah. Well, so like with
Wow.
that, like that's like, like kind of noise stuff.
Yeah.
And then later on after I found punk, we and Derek used to buy records from Placebo Records, like
Yeah, I
Mighty
remember that.
Sphincter and JFA and those guys. And one of the catalogs that they had, or one of the times I ordered something from them, they had a flyer or a catalog. You know how they do that back then.
Yeah.
And it had this one record on there that was called, well, I can't remember what it's called right now, but it was a compilation. And it had Merzbow and some other noise bands. I don't know if you're familiar with
No,
what
I'm
this
not.
stuff is. It's like noise stuff.
Okay.
And anyways, I bought it because the cover looked cool.
Yeah.
And then I heard this record and it sounded like the stuff I made as a kid. And I was like, what, people make records of that stuff that kids do? And then I started to do that
Crazy,
a little bit
man.
more.
So to see, I can discovering and doing your own shit and creating that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
And then would you play sports as a kid?
No, skateboarding. And when I was like
That was
13, that was the first sport I did.
Yeah. So then we went to Kentucky. That's when you found skateboarding and like punk rockers and all that stuff and kind of exposed you to
I
everything.
didn't know you knew King Horse back then. I didn't know they were around.
No, they were called Maurice.
Okay.
At that time, they were together with the members that became Slint.
Yeah.
So they had
I
they had a
know
band
I
called
wouldn't even
Maurice.
associate those two bands at all.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
radically different.
Yeah, totally
cool.
different. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was saying-
Yeah, so now you found skateboarding, punk rock, and now you're in Kentucky, correct? Yeah, going to
Yeah.
school there, and it's like, are you trying to make music at that young age yet, or are you just still kind of
No, I didn't think that was. I didn't think that was a possibility for someone like me. And again, like when I made that weird stuff with recordings, that was just for fun.
Totally.
Eventually I got a second cassette player, and I would like play one with one sound and then record the other ones and try to build it up.
Wow, man.
But it wasn't musical.
Yeah.
And some people might say that I'm still not musical.
And so do you go to middle school in Kentucky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the guys from Endpoint also went to my school.
Oh, wow.
If you remember those guys.
Yeah, for sure. How are you as a student?
Terrible.
Couldn't give a shit about school, didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all.
And who you living with at the time? You with your grandparents at the time, or
That was my father.
Father,
my father
okay.
and my stepmother.
Were they strict?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they were not happy with with the way I was.
With grades, just with everything, or
Everything. Yeah.
Were they religious?
Very religious. Yeah. Pentecostal.
Wow. So you're going to church and stuff?
Yeah, I would try to not go, but
Yeah.
well, there's a
there's
a weird thing to it. Is like I hated that stuff when I was a kid so much, and then I did the band stuff later, and then at some point when I got older, I sort of realized that there's a bit of a inverted parallel, that I'm doing kind of the same things that I saw these crazy preachers doing when I was a kid. I'm doing like, an inverted version or what, but there's similarities to it that I noticed way later, that it was just something subconscious, I guess.
What was like one of your first shows you went to, and how old were you?
The first show would have been a Maurice show at this pizza place.
Nice.
But there was a cool show that happened also because of Maurice. I lived in a suburb, and behind my parents' house was a church. It wasn't the church that they attended, but it was a big church, and they had a rec hall there where you might rent it for a wedding or some kind of a party. And these guys had tricked the church into letting them rent it out to have a show.
Nice.
And it was Sam Hain and Maurice, and they
That's a
so it was
sick one.
accidentally in my backyard. Not exactly my backyard, but the yard behind my yard.
Yeah.
So that
That's
was
crazy. Sam Hain playing in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For the first one. Wow, man.
Yeah.
And so then why you end up going to Ohio after that? Like, what was that move?
My father, my father and my stepmother's job.
Okay.
Relocated them there. They worked at General Electric.
Oh, wow. Okay. So then you go to high school there. Is that a big change from going from Indiana to Ohio at that point? Like kind of culture change?
From Louisville?
Yeah,
yeah, it wasn't that much different.
Yeah.
It wasn't, Louisville's not as rural as you might expect it to be.
Yeah. So now you're in high school, and are you playing music yet then or no? Dabbling
no, but when I went to that bad boy school.
Why'd you end up there? Like, how'd you end up there?
Because I was the way I am. My parents were like, "Oh, you're kind of like the devil's offspring," stuff
wow.
like that. So they put me there, and I was getting into trouble, and especially because I liked punk.
Yeah.
So I was even extra trouble.
Totally, you're weird. Yeah.
And so I went to school with our friend Bill Gill, and Bill had his dorm room was on the corner of the dorm. And it had a window that overlooked this area where the other kids would congregate, had some benches and things there. And we got this idea to like put together this band using his stereo and other sounds and like tapes and loop tapes and weird sounds and feedback. And we'd plug the headphones into the mic jack and yell through the headphones. You can make a mic.
Yeah.
And we had this noise band called Eerie Wax, and we yelled at everybody until the people came and disciplined us, and they told us we better stop or we're gonna get in trouble. So
Eerie Wax.
Yeah, like eerie, like it's scary, and then wax, like it was a record, but also your earwax.
Dude, it's pretty fucking genius.
Yeah, we thought we were super witty.
That's awesome. And Bill, I remember when his mother, because we're like 14, 15, put him in that school. Like she was like, enough is enough. And I just couldn't believe he was like be going away. Like you would stay a week at the school, right? And
really?
Home on the weekends. Yeah.
Like a sleepaway school or something?
Yeah,
wow.
we slept there.
Yeah.
We slept there. And my parents just left me there. And Bill would be like, dude, you could come home with me if you want to. And that's how I met Derek.
Yeah, and I was like,
because my parents were like, you can stay there forever, dude. Christmas and everything.
What was it? Because of the way you acted, because of the music you were in, they thought that you were like satanic? Or was this everything?
I mean, this was also the 80s, so there was satanic
sure.
panic,
Yeah.
And
things like punk rock or Bad Religion and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn, it's crazy when it was shocking back then. The music.
It was shocking. Like parents were like had no clue. They'd be like, "Why are you wearing this? What's up with this? Where And at that time, I don't know how we were able to go to shows so young.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of weird to think back.
Parents
like
allowed that.
Yeah. Like it was like, all right, we're gonna go to a show. But it was weird. I mean, I hadn't met Dwid. He was like, oh, I met somebody at school. Dwid, he's coming home. But I was like, all right, that's crazy.
What grade is that for you guys when you meet?
I think it was like 15, 16.
Yeah, we were like 15 years old.
Yeah. And then it was just like, that was the first time even being introduced to.
I think we broke into a golf course.
Yeah.
After hours, and we were trashing it.
Yeah.
And getting in trouble.
Damn.
Totally. Yeah.
I
mean, it was an introduction for me as well as getting into like punk and hardcore.
Yeah.
And I even remember Bill came back from school and he's like, check this out, this band, Metallica.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, metal. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm not going to listen to metal. And he's like, yeah, but look, this guy's got a Misfits patch on the, Cliff Burton.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And yeah. And
was that a regular high school you guys went to?
I went to a regular, like a public school.
And you get kicked out of that one school you were at?
I ended up getting kicked out of the bad boy school.
Both of them did.
Too bad for the bad boy.
We were too bad.
Both of them got kicked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you? What kind of shit were you doing? Just doing wild shit? Like
we would do all kinds of stuff. Like we would skateboard in the dorm and smash stuff and like fight with the teachers and like everything. Call names to the teachers.
You were super rebellious as a kid. Super rebellious. Yeah. Damn, man. So that's how you ended up meeting Derek at the high school.
Yeah, he was at a different high school.
Yeah, Derek wasn't. Derek was a good boy. He wasn't a bad boy like us.
And Bill ended up going to my high school where he was just like super celebrity. Like he was just a funny. He was a really good student, but he would never take his books home. I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? And he'd be like, yeah, whatever, let's skate. And
that's what it was like, though.
But the school that Dwid went to was like fucking hell, man. Those people at that school were like ultra conservative,
really
jock, like the worst.
Damn, he must have stood out crazy there.
Oh yeah,
torture like hell on earth. Like where like really, because my school is a different neighborhood and a little bit more open minded, but still inconservative, but compared to his school, it was like night and day.
Damn. So, do you start? Is Die Hard the first band you're in?
Well, I guess Erie Wax would be the first.
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah.
Let's give Bill Gill some credit.
Sorry, shout out to Erie Wax.
Erie Wax is the
But
best.
Die Hard, is that in high school for you?
Die Hard. Well, what happened with Die Hard was when I moved when I got kicked out of when I moved to Cleveland.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the bad boy school just yet.
Okay.
Because it was still summer.
Okay.
So when I moved into the house, across the street from me was a girl named Kelly Ulrich.
Okay.
And Kelly had a big house and a swimming pool there.
She was rich.
And
Papered up. Yeah,
her
yeah.
father was a lawyer.
Okay.
And there was a punk van parked in the parking lot, and it had the word Confront spray painted on the side of it.
Oh shit.
So I skateboarded down this driveway, and they were coming out just at the same time. And then they waved like, "Hey, kid," because we were, when you have kids with skateboards, you know that they're into that stuff. So then I started to talk to them, and then we became friends from that. So fast forward a bit later, after I got kicked out of the bad boys school, I was like their roadie. I was also Derek's roadie for Outface.
Oh shit, really?
I was their best roadie, and I don't care what he says. And so I was a roadie for Confront.
Okay.
And I don't remember where they played, but I think it was maybe Buffalo or something. And we were going up there, and I got into the van with them, and they had already picked. Some of the guys were from Cleveland Heights, which is sort of near where Derek was from.
Yeah.
And then some were from the area that I live, which is called Mentor. And we were driving up to Buffalo, and there was this other guy who was the roadie for Confront too. And Tom Brose, the bass player of Confront, said to me and this other guy who I hadn't met yet, "You two are really weird, and you like weird, shitty music. You guys will probably become good friends." And that was Aaron Melnick, who was the guitar player for he was the bass player in Die Hard and then the guitar player for Integrity.
Wow.
Right.
And we actually had a lot of musical things in common. And then we got along very well.
Yeah, you're right about that. Were you printing shirts like in high school too?
Yes, yeah. So when I got kicked out of the bad boys school, I went to public school. And the teacher that taught graphic arts there was a black dude. And there was a white cheerleader who was pissed off that he was a black dude. That he was the only black teacher in the school. I think the only black person in the school.
Pretty sure, probably.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So she sort of framed him, or not sort of, she framed him and said he was saying inappropriate stuff to her. And this is not a dude who would be like that, because I knew him because I loved the class. You know, he taught me screen printing. He taught me all this stuff.
That's amazing.
And he would let me do make our skateboard stickers and all this stuff.
sick.
Yeah, he was an awesome dude. And so when they actually had him arrested for this and everything.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
I didn't know
And some
that.
of us went to visit him when he was in jail to talk to him. So.
Shit.
The charges stuck. You went to jail.
No, but he was held until the trial.
Fuck.
Then they had let it go, but they ruined this guy over this bullshit.
That's fucking horrible.
I had no idea. Damn.
That's cool. They fucking let you do your merch
Yeah.
there. It was
Oh,
so cool about that
a
stuff.
lot of
Yeah,
merch
we
there.
made a lot of stuff. So what happened was when he was gone, I was the only person. That was the only class that I liked,
Yeah.
because everything else I fucking hated school. And so they were like, "We can't find a replacement for this teacher. Would you want to teach the class?" And I'm like, "Do I get paid?" And they were like, "No, you don't get paid." And they were like, "You can use the stuff and all the supplies, and you can like show the other kids how to print like Led Zeppelin shirts or Jimi Hendrix shirts or Grateful Dead, whatever." And I was like, "So I can use any of the supplies in here that I want?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah." "Oh, okay, I'll do it." And then we just made all kinds of stuff. We had like
All the time.
I had pallets and pallets of sticker paper, Fast on Crack and Peel sticker paper. We had so much stickers. Like Derek and I had the skateboard team together called Team Playboy with
Team
Bill.
Playboy. It's in my notes.
Yeah,
dude.
okay. Sorry to jump ahead.
No, that's good.
And Charlie Garriga, he had a better team, but we had more stickers than Charlie.
Hang on a second. He was on a different skate team?
Yeah, it was.
What was his
because
called?
Charlie was a little bit older.
He was better than us.
Yeah.
That's what he's
His
trying to
team
say.
was called Team Crack.
Your team had a better name, but he was a better skater, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
No,
His
but
team,
no,
his
no.
Team had,
Team Crack?
His name,
Yeah.
his team wasn't about doing drugs. His
They
team
were
was
about-
called Crack because he's an excellent joker. Like
Ah,
he would,
yeah.
we
Cracking
called
jokes.
crack.
Cracking
He would
jokes.
crack us. He
Yeah.
would like insult you, and then you'd be
Okay.
like, "Oh fuck, Charlie."
He's still a ball breaker, too.
He
Yeah.
still is. Yeah,
Completely.
That's
never
right.
lost it.
That's right. Back in the day, we'd say, "Why are you cracking on me?"
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Team Crack.
But I think he
Crack was
also
good
used the
skater,
crack as the drug part to be like,
Mm.
"Ooh, we're crazy too."
Yeah.
You know?
wow.
Great team though. They had it.
They were way better than
Yeah.
us, but we had more fun, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So was Die Hard a straight edge band?
Not exactly, because
Okay.
Aaron and Scott Stearns were not straight edge. They smoked.
Were you a straight edge kid back then?
I was straight edge then.
Yeah. What got you into that? Just whatever.
Youth of Today.
Is that okay? Exactly. Yeah. The New York stuff. Some of that.
Because they would always come into town and they would play at Kelly's house
Okay.
for free.
Pool parties.
Yeah. They had
That's cool.
free
Yeah.
pool parties. And you see like Beyond. You see like.
This is where like
Kevin Beyond was here last night.
Yeah, I got a
yeah.
picture of
That
Kevin.
was
He's
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kevin since the pool party, I
A
think.
lot of people came out like that. It was cool.
Yeah.
Jordan Cooper. It was
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, Jordan was there.
that
What
was
are you going to say about Youth of Today coming?
Oh
out?
no, I mean Youth of Today. All those guys became really good friends with us in Cleveland because of Kelly's house.
Okay.
The pool party. You know, like Sammy was mad young. Everybody was
course.
super young. But there was like a weird connection that they loved Cleveland. You
Yeah.
know, they loved hanging out there. And
But we all love them.
yeah, we were
Yeah.
just like, oh my God. And, you know, we just had a connection since then. Like they just,
Yeah.
you know, but it was really cool. You know, like we didn't know anything about veganism or vegetarians. All those guys are working in health food stores.
So yeah, that's
you
right.
know,
They were
like
Piranha.
Piranha,
Yeah.
and they talk about it, and they would bring food. I don't know. It was just like opening up a whole new world for all of us. But
That's cool.
yeah,
Were you super like militant straight edge guy back then? Kind of hardcore about it.
For like 6 months.
That's what
maybe.
Derek was talking about. Yeah.
it was pretty militant.
Yeah,
dude.
for
I
6
mean,
months
it
we
was-
tried to just make trouble. It was an excuse to make trouble. I mean, that was
Another excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he really took it like. I mean, there were, God. I mean, there was like colleges all around where we were hanging out. So there were like fraternities and shit like that. And
What are you guys doing hanging out there? Just hanging out?
because there'd be like parties. Like,
that's
I
cool.
should come
Yeah,
this
yeah,
way.
yeah.
But we're radically different from these people.
Skate
you know?
punks and shit. Yeah.
We would
yeah.
just go anywhere that something was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they'd be like, who? Like, walk in, they'd be like, who?
And we had no
People.
fear. We would do
Yeah.
anything. Because when NWA's first 12-inch came out, we went right into like the most dangerous neighborhood. Me, Derek, Lisa, and Bill, and we bought it. And they were like, you know, like the record, like we all walked in. They were like, "What are you guys doing here, you nerds?"
was a punk. That's an amazing album. We talked about it yesterday. How important
Yeah.
that record was.
Oh, yeah.
Just like educating us on so many things happening, and then also just so punk. The lyrics.
was
and
just
shit.
so-
But I thought it was all
Radical.
the same. I thought that was punk and like everything was punk.
Yeah.
But there were some kids that were outside of our more inner circle of friends.
Yeah.
Who were like, I only listen to metal, or I only
Totally.
listen to punk, I only listen to hip hop, I only.
Yeah.
But our friends sort of liked all this stuff. We sort of, at least from I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of all the same and like a little different. You
Totally,
know, I
man.
didn't think it was that far different.
I agree.
NWA from Youth of
Yeah,
Today.
I mean, even, you know, when De La Soul, you got crazily into that.
yeah,
Oh, the native tongue stuff.
Yeah, I liked a lot of
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
Tribe.
And, Edie Bickel
yeah.
was
Yeah,
another one
you
that you
Bohemians.
love. Blind Melon.
I don't remember that.
All I like
like,
to
no, I
say
like that.
that I'm... With
I
the-
like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Edie Bickel for sure.
Yeah, I thought she was cute.
Yeah.
Cranberries, Sundays.
I don't know if I heard that one.
Oh, yeah.
Were you a good skater?
No,
You know, which is like your best trick? Like
I was
ollie or
okay.
something?
Yeah, but this was before flipping was
Yeah, I
invented
couldn't
yet.
flip either.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so, okay, so...
I was
sorry to
friends
get
with
off
some
the-
pros
Get off
and
the
stuff.
track.
Well, I mean, it's
The
19.
Die Hard.
Well, it's
So-
not. It's 1987. Oh, Die Hard. Okay, go Die
So
Hard.
Die Hard, I thought, I mean, you had the Bats cross. Was that
Yeah.
the logo? So I remember just like, you know, like certain parties like smashing people's beers and stuff like that. Like we were just like pushing the limit to.
Yeah, we made trouble.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I
much
blame
it.
Purcell.
I mean, Project X is kind of
That was a big influence.
even higher.
Maybe, probably.
Project, yeah.
It's like finally.
What year we talk? We're talking like 80s, yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Team Playboy Posse was like 80, 87 to like 88 or something. That's
Yeah,
on the
maybe
time.
even a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We had good merch.
You
Yeah.
guys said, yeah, your merch and shit. Oh man,
Puffy Ink.
Yeah, we had Puppy Ink. We had all kinds of stuff.
is that merch still around anymore?
Fuck.
Do you have anything?
No.
Maybe Bill has something.
God, I wish I did.
Danny.
And then how long you would go for Die Hard, then becomes Integrity? Like it just and how long does Die Hard last for?
Not too long. Maybe
Yeah.
a year or something.
yeah.
And then I got kicked out. They said I sing bad.
How
and,
did you get kicked out?
Really?
You started
You
it.
started your band, dude.
They said I suck at singing. And then they're not wrong, but they kicked me out. And then I accidentally got a record deal as Integrity. So
Really?
Well,
What do you mean accidentally? I mean, okay,
Because-
yeah, go before the
Cool.
demo.
Yeah, way before the demo, yeah.
How? Just no.
So what happened was, we're friends with all those Youth Today guys.
Yes.
And Gorilla Biscuits was on tour. They had the 7-inch out. And I had printed shirts and stuff of Integrity. It was just like I did Team Playboy.
There wasn't even a band yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just printing shirts. But I had the plan to make a band, but I just hadn't gotten time. In fact, there is a guy in this room who was an original member of this band, Derek.
Really?
And he slept over at my house. He had this book, and I remember the font that he kept still to this day for the Integrity old school shirts. And so the book was about, it was a guy talking, it was like a positive book.
Yeah, it was like some dumb Christian book. It had nothing to do with like the idea of the band, but I liked the logo.
Yeah,
because I thought it would look good on the shirt.
Logo. I'm going to do this like stickers. I'm going to create the hardest straight edge band, and just like by rumors though. Like people, like I'm going to create the merch. I remember you doing like visually, you're like, I have tons of stickers. People are going to start talking about it like I was at that show, and it didn't even exist yet.
Had the vision for it. Yeah.
And it worked because people are like, I love them. I saw the show. They're fucking.
Yeah, people would lie and say that they saw it.
Was Judge was out at that time too, right?
Yeah.
Carl always says that Bringing It Down is like the straight edge Age of Coral.
Yeah.
It's pretty true.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you inspired by Judge in a way too back then?
Of course.
Yeah. Because they're like one of the first kind of hard like straight edge bands that came out.
For sure.
And I think Mike always talks about how he wanted to start something.
It was
hard.
unapologetic, but it was also, I think, was really cool is the lyrics changed up a lot from the typical straight edge band. It was like really kind of pouring out a darker side that you never got to really hear so much. I don't know. I thought it was like a lot more revealing. I was like, ooh, who's,
Yeah, what I think about Judge is like Mike is a hard, tough guy, but also he's vulnerable. At the same time, he has an equal balance of that. And I think that's what makes him so endearing to people. Yeah, at least to me.
Yeah, me too. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Sweet human, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you get the record deal before you have nothing out.
Yeah, because I had given some shirts to Gorilla Biscuits.
Yeah.
And then they probably wore them because their shirts were sweaty and smelly. And then they were like, oh, here's a dry shirt. I'll put this on. They went to Chicago from Cleveland. And this young guy who had a small record company at the time, he only had 2 7-inches out, came up to Walter or one of those guys and said, I think it was Walter, and said, hey, I'd like to do your LP, because they had only had a 7-inch out. And Walter, he's a super nice guy. So he was like something, I'm paraphrasing and I wasn't there. So this is just what I heard secondhand. Was that he said something like, oh, thanks, I appreciate it, but we already have a record coming out with our friend Jordan at Revelation. But my friend Dwid has this band, Integrity, and points to his shirt. And so then because he was wearing it, it must have looked like, wow, we're a real good band, An
established band.
Yeah, it had something going on more than a shirt. So I got a phone call at this punk house that I lived in. And I lived in a house with like a bunch of people on over by Mayfield. I forgot what it's called.
That was before Coventry?
Yeah, it was that one that Watson had on the corner. I can't remember what. Okay. It doesn't matter. Right. It doesn't matter.
You get a phone call there, like a home phone call.
Yeah, and then the other kids that lived there wrote it on like a note. Hey, Dwid, a quote record label called for you to sign you. Here's the number. Sure. And then they thought I was pranking them. So they thought that I had asked someone like to do it, like Derek to do it.
Yeah,
and like, I got it. But it turned out to be legitimate. That was Victory.
Wow, man. Fuck.
And then we did the third record. We were the third record on Victory. But so what he said was...
Would that be the 7-inch?
Yeah. But I thought that he was also someone pranking me too. So I said, well, okay, what do you want me to do? And he said, can you send the demo? I said, I don't have a demo. He said, why not? I don't have any money. I'm a kid, dude. I'm like 16 years old. And he goes, I'll send you $100 or something, a couple $100 to do a demo.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, sure. And then it actually came.
Cash in the mail or something?
Like a money order or something. I don't know. And then I still didn't believe it. And then I cashed it and it was real.
You're like, let's go get some drinks.
Yeah. So we made a demo. Me and Aaron made a demo. And
that was 89 demo, right? Heart of the Fall demo.
Yeah.
Wow. And hadn't really played, so that was your first time you recorded, hadn't played any shows, really nothing, right?
No. In fact, the first show that we ever played was, we never played Cleveland first. We played Reading, Pennsylvania first with Judge, on tour with Judge.
What was that place called? Oh my God, it was a legendary.
Unisound.
Yes, Club Unisound.
Wow. Yeah.
Legendary spot, man.
Wow, Reading.
There's a half pipe there, I think. Yeah,
there was a half pipe. Turning Point also played.
Yeah, wow, that's the first show.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what was the lineup then? It was Aaron
and I don't know if Tom was playing with us then or if Tom had left for DC because Tom Bros was originally the bass player.
He was in
the recording lineup.
Okay.
But Lenny might have been the one playing bass.
Aaron's brother.
And Aaron's brother Lenny, and me and someone else.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man. That was just off. Just started so you dropped the 7-inch in Contrast with Sin. That was 7-inch 1989.
Yeah.
And that's Victory.
Tapes.
It's Victory, right? The 7-inch, right? Yeah.
And Victory did the 7-inch, yeah.
Damn. And then just started playing shows and getting a following and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were you working a job back then?
Yeah, I worked all these little crappy jobs.
Wait, know some of them? What are you laughing for?
I worked night shift at a gas station and stuff.
Everything.
We'd save up all of our money to go on.
How the hell that even lasted so long is incredible.
Because no one wanted that job. It was dangerous and stupid.
It was
Which one? The
dangerous.
gas station?
Yeah, we worked at a gas station night shift. People would try to rob us all the time and stuff.
We would come by let's get free shit.
Yeah, we would get free shit. I think the statute of limitations is in there so I can admit to it. We give our friends free shit.
We just roll up all the time. Let's get.
Fuck. And you start jumping on shows. And then, did you play? What was your first Cleveland show? Remember that one? Or?
Yeah, that was with. You played too, right?
Yeah.
Outface.
Oh shit.
And False Hope and us. I think it was.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really. Oh man. I think with promoters and stuff like that, they were very cautious of having you guys at times.
Because you knew guys like crazy kind of local.
We were
kids or something?
troublemakers.
Yeah.
And so it's I want so.
And at that time, Derek wasn't Sepultura Derek.
Yeah.
Derek was crooning Derek, the lover. So he was just a ladies' man, and every song, all his songs were crooning the ladies and stuff. So he was causing zero trouble.
Did you have long dreads there too?
Yeah, I mean, I just started growing.
Okay.
But I was really heavily influenced, we were by Dag and Descendants, and more melodical, stuff. It was just
Derek was a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's why he didn't last in the Integrity first lineup. And it was me and you and Bill and Frank Cavanaugh.
Yeah.
And Frank Cavanaugh was also an Outface, so he was also a lover. And Bill Gill was too charming and funny to probably.
Yeah. And Frankie ended up being an Outface, my old band, and then Filter.
Filter?
Yeah.
Oh,
and he played, and he came back to Integrity and played rhythm guitar. He was our first rhythm guitar player.
Oh wow.
Crazy people.
But he quit Integrity because he joined Filter.
It's crazy. So right from the jump, there's already a reputation for you guys in the local crazy kids.
Not a good reputation.
Not a good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So was it hard to get gigs, or no?
We didn't really play that often in town. We played out of town a lot. But because we kept doing stuff and we would get records and put out records, and people just had to give up and say, okay, they fucking have records out,
Can't
so
beat
we'll
them, join
them.
Yeah.
So you have reputation for sure. And then you remember the first.
We just thought that we Aaron and I thought that everybody in the world hated us.
Yeah.
And so therefore we were it was us against the world. So when we would play the shows, we thought of it like that, like it was like a cult or something.
Right from the jump.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because at the time, sort of what Derek was saying about my school, we were very, I don't want to give the idea that it was bravado, that I was trying to be tough, although it sort of was, but it was a reaction to being oppressed, because when you like that kind of music, then people would just try to beat the fuck out of you all the time.
It's punishing.
Pickup trucks would stop on the side of the road and just jump out to fight you. And we had to learn to use our skateboards as weapons.
For sure.
And I remember when that dawned on me how how much of an epiphany that was, that you could hit someone with the grip tape and where the truck is right in their head, and it would make a lot of damage.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure,
and before I was like, fuck, I'm getting beaten up. And I was like, oh, this is fucking better than the bottle that they're going to hit me with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking, yeah, fight yourself with.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to give the wrong impression that it was all that we were like, oh, we're tough, cool guys. It was more like,
But people fuck
we
with
just
you
felt
guys.
that everybody wanted to kill
I
us.
mean, especially
So we were fighting
in the
back.
Midwest. Like,
Yeah.
people are very afraid of. They just didn't know, and they were just. It was a time where there was no political correctness. It was just.
Oh,
Like,
hell no.
you know, there was an area of Cleveland that we'd always go up, and Little Italy. It's a small section of a street,
Yeah.
but it was extremely violent towards anyone that wasn't from that neighborhood, especially if you were black or you were foreign. There's a college that was very close, so you'd have innocent college kids coming from different countries going to like study serious like
medical.
Oh, okay.
It was like one of the best medical schools in the
Gotcha.
world it's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And they would be like innocently like, oh, let's walk up and get some donuts or a restaurant. And they would just get viciously attacked, like assaulted,
Fuck.
literally assaulted or shot at.
Yeah.
Damn.
And there was a punk bar called the Euclid Tavern that was right there too.
Right on the
Yeah.
yeah.
I might remember that name. You could have it actually.
Yeah. A lot of bands.
So yeah, just regular people getting fucked, let alone punk rockers and skateboarders.
Yeah,
going down the
I
street.
mean, it was just like if you were like different or anything. I don't know.
Did
It
you
was
guys
just-
go to that street knowing that shit could pop off anyway?
Yeah, I
you had to
mean,
be prepared
we'd
for
have
it
to
or just-
go.
yeah.
We'd have to go down the street.
You had to go through it to get
Yeah.
to some of the
Damn.
places. And Kinko's was on the through it. You had to pass it to get to Kinko's.
And that's where you're making all your shit.
Yeah.
I
That's all
remember
that
like
shit.
ducking down in the car. Like I had to duck down, like because you'd stop at a light and there'd be like a gang of like dudes, like
They'd be on the corner looking for trouble.
Jesus, man. This is
Yeah.
like what, 88, 89 or something?
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck. Ohio's no joke, man.
And
Cleveland's
Kinko's was
wild.
like my office. After
Of course.
midnight, I'd go there and make everybody's layouts and flyers and stuff.
Flyers, everything.
Yeah, I mastered those machines.
Damn, man. Shout out to Kinko's, man. So
I
many
know,
fanzines are made
Kinko's
through
was-
Kinko's. Okay, so you have the 7-inch, and then what's like your first kind of tour you did? Because Those Who Fear Tomorrow, that's 1991. Is that their first album on Victory? 1991?
Well,
you had a
the
seven
first
before
tour
that.
is. Did you say tour?
Yeah, what's
or-
like the first tour? Like on
the first tour was with Judge,
Okay.
and we did the East Coast with Judge, and that was before we had a 7-inch out,
Damn.
and that would be '89.
And it was first time going to New York and playing too?
We didn't play New York. I don't think. We played about 7 shows,
Okay.
including Louisville.
Okay.
I just remember a couple because of the flyers.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I wouldn't probably remember it if it wasn't for that. And Louisville because I lived there previously, not too long before that.
Yeah.
But also the first show, that Unisound thing. I
Yeah.
remember that because there's a flyer, and because sometimes people say to me, "Oh, I was at that show."
For sure. But when was that? When's the
Like
first
Jules Jordan, he was there last
Oh, he
night.
was.
He was at that show too.
OG from back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Jules
he was like,
Jordan.
"Oh, I was at that Unisound show."
Probably
There
some
wasn't a
photos.
lot of people there.
No.
Maybe like 50 or 60.
That was like a
people.
legendary spot though, man, for sure.
Yeah, it was a cool.
So that was the
place.
first tour before you even had a record out. Fuck, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
By
We
the
had
time
a
you
ton.
put a record out, you have like a following at that point? Like around 91?
We started the record came out in '90.
Okay.
And we started to get a following to a degree, but there were also people who were against it because the lyrics were weirder than they had expected, and we had solos, and they didn't think that was okay.
Yeah. You
Didn't
had your own
fit them.
style. Your own, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted things to be the same
Yeah.
back then.
And then where'd your lyrical content come from? Like, were you like a big writer in school? Like, what was your like?
No, I was a terrible student.
No, I know, but as far as like writing, like poetry, like how? Because you have like really intense lyrics that just came from.
I have an intense mind of a tortured mind, I guess. It came from that.
Wow.
So, and
So
my
very-
upbringing, and also, like I said before, I was very bored as a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
So my imagination overly developed.
So very therapeutic for you writing lyrics for you.
Yeah, the whole band is about me exercising my demons. So
It's heavy, man. Yeah, for back then, for that timing too, and for being like a straight edge band, whatever, coming from Ohio, and your name and your sound was definitely different, like your own kind of lane, right? Your own style.
yeah, I mean, I sort of Aaron and I, when we started the band, we thought we didn't know how to make a band, you know.
Yeah.
So what we thought was you're supposed to like take all of the things that you like and then put them together and
Totally.
add things that you think would make it even better.
Yeah.
And then put your own flavor on it, your own twist, your own personality into it. And then I didn't expect it, but people were like, hey, that's not okay. You cannot do that. You have to follow the rules. And then that gave us the idea like that we were even further like against the world.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's
But I liked
rules.
it.
Yeah.
I like to be on that side because then they're like, oh, you can't do it. Then I'm like, then I'm going to do it.
100%.
So it made me more empowered to do it.
What were some of the influences when the band started? Stuff you were listening to?
Well, definitely Judge, of course,
Yeah.
and Septic Death,
shit,
Pushead's
okay.
band.
Yeah.
And Gizem was a Japanese band that we liked a lot. And Joy Division we liked.
Nice.
And Christian Death and Bauhaus and
It's a crazy
Black
mix.
Sabbath
Fuck.
and Slayer and Metallica and
Damn.
Mighty Sphincter. This is Crazy Vampires from Arizona.
That's a
Arizona.
crazy mix, man, of all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more to it as well. It's just like we liked a lot of different music because that's fun to like music.
Mm-hmm.
And back then you weren't allowed to do that, and it didn't make sense to me because, I mean, I'm not going to eat the same meal every day.
True.
And if I'm going to turn on the TV, I'm not going to only watch horror movies. I'm going to watch a lot of different things. One night I might watch a horror movie, one night something else. But with music, they thought you could have to only watch the one thing or only eat the one thing, and you have to only enjoy the one thing. And still, some people think that way. But
It's crazy. There's all these rules that we talked about yesterday in punk and hardcore. It's like, why is there so many rules? Like, that's not punk. That's not.
I think that's an anti-punk to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
rules. I mean, I got into this stuff because I thought there was no rules.
Absolutely.
And then I
man.
found all these rules through on me, so I tried to fight them rules off.
Yeah, like even too punk for the punk rules.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's so weird to have that shit. The whole point is like to express yourself, be yourself 100%.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like there's just no like boxes that we're in, you know? So Integrity started getting following her name. And then when's the first time you guys went to Europe?
We went to Europe 91 or 2.
Damn, okay. How was that?
It was cool. A friend of ours had a band called Starvation Army. And
It's a cool name.
he, you remember Sean?
yeah, of course.
It's a sick name, actually.
Yeah, Sean the Kook. Sean Watkins. He's a friend of mine. And Sean had this band called Starvation Army. And he knew this punk band that was a little popular, and they were going to go to Europe, and they invited them to go. So they did this tour. And he came back, and at some point he was like a roommate of mine. And he said, I was like, how did that go? He said, oh, it was great, man. Here's a number for the guy. You should call him and hook it up. So the band that Sean was on tour with, that was headlining the tour, was called Green Day. But they weren't popular yet like they are now. And as soon as they came back, they were like all over the MTV and stuff. And then
Holy
Starvation Army
shit.
didn't get
Good
such
shit.
a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. That's fucking crazy.
And so we contacted the guy that had booked Green Day and said, can you book us? And he was like, sure. And then he booked our tour, and it kind of fell through and everything went to shambles.
Damn.
And we ended up stuck in the middle of Germany, and Bill Gill was our manager. So you know how well that was being managed. And and we were just having fun, you know. And we were stuck, and we had no shows. And then we met up with MAD, Mark and Uda from MAD. Yeah. And then they put us on some Neurosis dates. So we opened up for Neurosis, and Neurosis was just leaving Alternative Tentacles.
Yeah.
And they were looking for a label. So we did the first half of our European tour opening up for them. And each night, and this was a time where no one liked Joy Division. Like now Joy Division is in the mall or H&M and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing. So if I talk about it, it comes across probably pretty crazy. But back then it was an obscure kind of thing to like that. So we would do a cover of New Dawn Fades, and then they would do a cover. I don't remember what they would do, but we would each like kind of trade off covers of Joy Division because that was the thing we kind of connected on with Neurosis. And they were really a fantastic band to see because they had these like analog film projection systems that they would have this like, you know, like the psychedelic lava lamp kind of thing and like the cool movies. And we were just like a few kids with tattoos and stuff. And we tried our best to keep up with them, but you know, they were a professional band. We were just like troublemakers. And because they were so good at what they did, all the record labels were trying to poach them.
Yeah.
And they would come to the shows with like drugs and everything to try to coerce them.
Wow.
And so sometimes they would give us their acid and mushrooms, and me and Aaron would eat it and get crazy, and we had a good time. And then when that tour ended and they went home, we we got on a tour with Into Another.
Oh shit!
And we knew them because Die Hard had done a tour with Underdog before in the 80s. So we did a tour with Into Another. We jumped on their tour. It wasn't, they let us on. And we did a couple weeks with them.
Is that in Europe or U.S.?
That was in Europe as well. We were still in Europe.
Integrity Into Another, that's sick combo.
And that was in like Eastern Germany, most of those dates. And that was right when the wall had come down.
Oh, shit.
So it was really like crazy.
Crazy
there was
time
like
to be there.
There was like bullet holes in buildings still. There was like tanks on the side of the road from like the war, from World War II, still there.
Damn.
And we were like, are we going to get killed? And we were troublemakers, but we had a little bit of sense that we might get killed sometimes.
How old are you? How old are you then? Like early 20s?
Yeah, I guess I would have been like 19 or 20.
It's it's so young. Think about that, like how young Max is like to go on tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's crazy young. And it was
Lenny was 3 years younger than us.
Oh shit.
So he was like 16.
Oh fuck.
Like he had a 7-inch when he was like 15 or 16 in school.
So his parents them going to underage, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, his parents were pretty cool. The Melnick's parents are really cool. They're bohemian type people. Like
that's awesome.
His father's an author, his mother's an artist, a painter.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that was the first time I even heard of like Armenians and
Aaron is one of the first people to sort of bring to the public light the Armenian genocide.
Before Systems of a Down.
Oh, really?
Existed.
Wow.
So you had a song.
Yeah, Aaron has a song. Aaron wrote a song called Armenian Persecution.
Okay.
And it was it was written for his grandfather.
That came out a long time ago?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that came out in 94.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
93, 94.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys were talking about all kinds of things that nobody's really talking about back then,
But
different subjects. And
I didn't know about it either until Aaron told me.
No, it's cool though, yeah, but still.
Yeah.
I was talking about devils and my brain being haunted. That's all.
Yeah.
Aaron had like legitimate historical things.
I mean, at the time it was kind of crazy because Cleveland was like so lawless, to live like downtown or areas. It's very cheap to have like space and we had like, there was a lot of experimenting with drugs and acid. There was at one time was literally a place where everybody was hanging out, like your studio that you had there, and there was just like across the street from a police station, and it was just like nonstop, just crazy people there, like experimenting, trying drugs, and it was just like looking out the window, like, there's a police station, and
we would shoot guns out the window in front of the police station. We did all kinds of crazy stuff. And next door to my place was a punk.
It was like a police bar.
Yeah, but it was also a punk
bar. Yeah,
it was split. It was 2 doors.
Yeah.
The left door was only cops. The right door was crazy punk. And I'm not saying like normal punk people. The Dead Boys were there.
Yeah,
like real punk people, like punk royalty would be in there.
Holy shit.
And we would be like nerds, like sneaking in underage, like hey.
Yeah.
And they were like.
And there was like a male bartender, but it was a woman. Like, my Rita.
Yeah, Rita. Oh my God.
Oh my God. What are you doing in here?
Yeah. It was like a Simpsons type of character.
Totally.
So you guys were hanging out there at a young age, just kind of.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I lived there like 18, 19 or something. And
that was
on the 4th floor there was a recording studio called Right Track Studio.
Yeah.
And they did like Levert and like the guy from the OJs.
He went to my high school.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So they would be in there all the time. Remember they had that Fat Boys kind of band that they did, and they had like they were into like kind of a Fat Boys vibe. And Trent Reznor was the engineer there, and that's where he learned his chops on producing.
Whoa.
He was an intern there because you couldn't go to school for that, so he had to like suffer under this guy Bart Coster, who was like a cokehead. And
did you see Trent at shows back in the day, shit like that, or no? Was he hanging out?
He wouldn't go to the shows that we would go to, but I would see him sometimes with. Bill has an older sister named Katie.
Yeah,
and they had this big Suburban truck, is like a really big SUV truck. And when Katie wanted to borrow that truck to take her and the older cool kids out, then Bill's mom and dad would say, well, you can take it out, but you have to take like Derek and Bill and Dwid with you. And then we'd sit in the back and we would go to stuff, and sometimes Trent would go because he was dating Jenny Green,
Yeah.
Wow, man.
one of their friends. But he wasn't in Nine Inch Nails yet. He was in another
Exotic
group.
Birds.
Yeah.
Exotic Birds
It
was
was
the
like
first
a
band?
emo, electro,
Really?
horrible
Yeah.
band. Sorry.
But he was a creative guy, you know, as you can see now.
Yeah. Did he still live there, you think, Ohio, or no?
No.
Yeah, he's gone, yeah.
No, I don't think he lives there. I don't think anybody really lives in Cleveland anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, when did you go to Belgium? Like, when did you leave?
2003.
Yeah.
but that building was.
That was a great building.
I mean,
A lot of fun.
I just remember being there at times where. Was it the riots were happening in L.A.
shit.
and you were completely on acid?
Yeah.
You're like, is this really happening? I was like, yeah, this is.
That happened a lot that I wasn't sure if reality was happening or not.
I mean, if we go, there was like a lot of things I just didn't even know about because I was just like, what is that? What's happening now? Like, it would either be like, you remember you had a song called Jimson?
Yeah. Jimson Isolation.
Isolation. That was from these small seeds from, I don't know.
Like datura flowers. You have these seeds that you can like open them up and you eat them, and then it makes you
hallucinate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're like on the road.
And it can kill you.
And it can kill you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And we were reading about it. Because you're like, I've taken these. And like, I remember coming over and you're like in the closet.
I was
like,
out of my mind for like a week.
Really?
And I was
literally,
like,
and you did a show.
yeah, I did some shows, yeah. But I was like talking to the refrigerator. I thought it was my friend Brian Bortz. And then I asked the refrigerator, who I thought was Brian Bortz, for a cigarette. And then I was smoking. I was like,
there's nothing
moving
there.
my fingers like I was smoking. He lit my cigarette and I'm smoking it. But there was nothing there. And my friends, the only reason I know is because my friends told me later that was like that. It
You
went
were
on
like
for a while.
comfortable in the closet. Like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
So you experimenting with all kinds of things back then?
Yeah. Well, it was the Film Building was the name of the place that I had rented.
Okay.
And the floor that I had a vault in it. And I painted the vault all black. And then I would go and I had a table in the middle of the vault with a futon on top of it. And I would go in there and take like 20, 25 hits of acid at a time and MK Ultra myself.
Holy fuck.
That's what I did for fun.
What does MK Ultra mean to the
Oh,
listeners?
MK Ultra was like that's like me making kind of a joke about it. But
Okay.
MK Ultra was a government operation where they would test on citizens and see like what certain things would have effects, like acid. Like on prisoners, they would say, would you like to sign up for this? We're going to give you these drugs, see what happens, evaluate it, and then make an evaluation over what.
So when did you stop being straight edge and start experiencing all this stuff?
Almost as soon as the record came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It definitely had an impact on the music and the direction of.
Yeah, and had you not tried anything up until that point? Like
No, I did a lot of drinking and drugs when I was younger.
Before you went straight edge.
That's why I went to the bad boy school.
Yeah, fuck, man.
And then I was straight edge for some of my teens, mainly because all my friends were straight edge, but also because Youth of Today. And those guys.
So then you start experimenting with all kinds of these kind of hallucinogenics and all that kind of stuff, right?
We would buy a sheet of acid every week from Rich, who was a singer of Filter, but at that time he was a guitar player of
Rich's spot.
He was in Nine Inch Nails.
He was in Nine Inch Nails. He was a guitar player of Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
He was our friend, and we would go over there.
Fuck.
We'd buy a sheet every week.
Rich was the dealer.
Yeah.
Rich is sober.
And his brother is the
Shout out
Liquid Terminator, the cop, the Liquid guy, you know?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in Peacemaker now.
Hang on. So that's his brother in the movie?
Robert.
Yes.
Robert Patrick.
Robert
With
Patrick.
the blue eyes, the crazy
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I see they do Runyon Canyon all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
random
he's
as
totally
fuck.
sober.
They're from
now.
my Scottish name clan, Lamont.
Okay.
They're from they were
Fucking
distantly
wild,
related
man.
somehow. Yeah.
So the psych warfare, right?
Yeah. Psy warfare.
Psy warfare, sorry.
That's okay.
That just comes in between all this stuff. That's like 93 or so, your other side project around that time. Right?
I named it. I had done it since I was a kid, like I told you, but I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the Waco, Texas thing on CNN Live, they had a standoff, and they came with trucks, and they were blasting like What's Up Pussycat, Tom Jones songs with like vivisection screaming of rabbits and like trucks crashing, like all these crazy sounds on top of themselves. And I was like, oh, that's kind of like the stuff that I made too. And I got this idea, I'm going to call the ATF up and offer my services. So I called them up,
What?
And I called them up and I'm like, I'm watching this thing on CNN Live and I see you guys are doing this psychological warfare stuff with noise, with sound. I'm really good at this type of stuff. I can make sounds that are really annoying. And they were like, okay.
Where can we find you?
And it was like, I heard like a sound like they were like hitting record. And then I'm like, they're like, could you hold on a minute, sir? I'll get right back to you. And I'm on hold and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I'm getting trained.
Were you high as fuck when you called them?
No, I wasn't at that time.
Holy shit.
But that's where I said, I'm going to call it that because, well, I mean, you got to take the opportunity when it arises. What if I got the job? It'd be amazing.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But, as weird as it is, if I can jump ahead a little bit, that was sort of like how it started. And then like after 9/11, there was, when they had all those wars in the Middle East, there was a sergeant who was in psychological warfare unit in the Army. And he contacted me on MySpace, I think it was at the time. And he said, oh, I joined this unit because I'm a fan of what you did with Psy Warfare. And we're using your music now in the war to like, they would like blast, they'd have sound cannons. So the sound would be like really sharp and straightforward and reverberate into the caves. And it would be so loud that the people would have to run out and be like, this is crazy sounds. And as soon as they'd come out, they would shoot them. If they didn't do that, then the guys in the caves would shoot the soldiers going up the hill or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So then when it became a real thing, then I was like, wow, now I have to sort of like wrestle with this, the morality of this. Like, it was kind of like, oh, that's crazy. Wouldn't that be neat if it happened? And then when it really happened, I was like, oh, I didn't really think it would happen.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's intense like that because they advanced it so much now that, I don't know, maybe it was a year ago, there was like protests happening in certain places in Europe, and they had this sound wave.
I did see that.
Yeah.
You remember I was showing you that, and it's just like, and people got sick, nauseous.
Everybody starts running and shit.
Yeah.
I studied all that. I know how to do
really
that.
real, and they've been doing it. It's terrifying.
Like you've gone to a Beastie Boys show or some hip hop show, and you feel the bass in your chest, right? So like if you can get that bass to go at a faster rate, and the faster that it goes, it starts to do that same feeling that you feel in your organs, and your organs are not designed for friction. So if you do it at a fast enough rate, it'll start to make you hemorrhage, and you'll just fucking melt inside and die.
Dude.
Yeah.
Give like anxiety, right? Like just doing that shit.
But physically, it will physically ruin your organs. And then there's those are called infrasonic frequencies, low frequencies. The ultrasonic frequencies are the high pitched sounds, and you can use those in ways that you can like override your alpha waves in your mind and like make people have like seizures, and you can have like. Psy Warfare has some songs that sound like a needle is going right through your eye, like. It is sounding like that. You're like, oh, this is too much.
Did you see the thing we saw this thing we talked about it where they're offering like $1 million to go into this room with actually no sound?
Oh, the most soundproof room in the world. Yeah.
And how you lose your mind just with your being silent. That looks fucking crazy. Would you guys try that?
I would like to try it.
Really?
I don't know how long it lasts. Probably not long.
Because you can hear like your organs, you can hear your heart, everything, right? It's kind of bugged out.
I had an isolation room at one of my first place in Belgium for recording, and my father-in-law helped me build it, and he's a really good builder, too good of a builder, and he made it perfectly isolated. It's probably not as isolated as the one you're talking about, but very close. And I would record, I recorded a couple records in this room, and it became, I couldn't stand there too long because it was so overwhelming.
Holy shit. Like too quiet, too peaceful, opposite.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's kind of like, when you're out in the snow and you hear the crunch of each step and everything's dead silent. It's like that times 1,000.
Fuck, man. Fucking crazy, man. We have to get to the Belgium, but okay. So there's so many records come out. You're touring. When does the band kind of become like a full-time thing for you? Where you just making money in the band? Would that ever happen? Was that...
Making money? It took a long time.
Yeah, like you're not working.
I'm still waiting on it.
Okay, so you never just did the band. No jobs in between. You always were doing hustles in between.
No, now I don't. I just do music and
Yeah.
artwork. Yeah, but it took like 40 years or something.
Fuck.
35 years.
So there's nothing like around those records like Humanity's the Devil, like those.
Oh, we were on Victory Records, in case you weren't sure.
Oh, yeah.
You need to check your notes to see if we got paid royalties.
Gotcha. Noted. Fucking noted.
Yeah.
Good point.
You're right.
Yeah, so you're putting all these records out. They're doing great. You're touring.
But nobody's buying them. But we'd play, and everyone knows the words. And the MP3 wasn't invented until 1998. So there's they were just through osmosis. Everyone knew the songs and the lyrics.
But for real, no royalties from that stuff?
Very minimal.
Fuck, man. Those are like big records, man. Systems Overload too. All those.
Thanks for rubbing it in, Toby.
No, I mean, I know. This is for the listeners who know the bands that work hard, tore their asses off, barely make it, really struggle to play music for you and fucking inspire so many people that never get fucking paid for shit, dude. You dedicate your whole life to something that doesn't have a retirement plan to it because we love it, because we live it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
It's damn, that sucks. You're just making money off merch and guarantees, whatever that fucking is, right?
Yeah.
Damn. That's some.
I'm gonna go on OnlyFans.
Imagine.
Please
Damn.
don't.
So all those records. Like, what do you think was a big moment for you guys during those records, like those years, like where you guys are really like in your prime, I guess, as far as big shows and touring nonstop?
Well, we did a lot of tours, mostly in Europe.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of good times.
You really went focused on that a lot more than the U.S.
Well, it just seemed to work easier at that time. And now it's the opposite. Europe is a weaker audience for us.
You guys?
Really?
Wow. And you live there too. It's crazy.
Or it could be the agency that I work with over there, or that also, like, to be fair, in the 90s there was only a handful of bands.
True.
And now everybody has a band, and then their merch guy has 5 bands, and then like all the guys in the audience have 5 bands, and
there's so many bands.
So there's so many bands. Right. So maybe there's some of that to it too.
It feels like hardcore is bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to see, right? It's fucking. There's so many bands, man. Mm-hmm. And it seems like a lot of bands. You're always talking this podcast, like a lot of bands the younger bands who love your band are giving props to it, and it's so much respect for the older bands.
Oh, that's cool.
With the new bands. You know what I'm saying? Like people talking about their inspirations and repping everybody's shirt. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like these kids love the history of it.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not just like we created this shit. This is our generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was inspired by people, and I owe them a debt of gratitude.
Damn. So, what was the first time you played New York?
A couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
That was the first time you played New York?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
I wasn't very popular in New York. I don't know if you heard about that, Toby.
No, I do know that, but so you never got to play there until recently?
We played at the Warsaw, I think it was called. Is that a club there?
Yeah. But it took to like now for you to play from all that shit?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. That's crazy. I thought you went like when you were younger than you first came out.
No, we never played there. We would play Connecticut, and we would play other places. But no one ever really booked us, even before people were mad at us.
Yeah.
Nobody booked us because my thought was, well, yeah, I mean, you know, the best bands in the world are playing. Why would they want us, maybe? So we would just play Connecticut.
Yeah. Holy shit. I did not know that, man.
We often played Connecticut. Like that was kind of the main place we would play back in the day.
I mean, fast forward to now, and you're playing with Madball. It's the way I love how everything is now, how it got to this point. Everybody's grown up, we're adults, everybody moved, you know what I'm saying? Apologies, people change, all that stuff. Yeah, so it was like a long run where there was that whole New York, Cleveland thing. Obviously, the world knows about that, but damn, I didn't realize it was just recently. How was the show? Good show?
Yeah, phenomenal, yeah. But the New York show wasn't with Madball.
Yeah.
Madball was we did the Midwest with Madball.
Yeah.
The New York show was with Judge and Earth Crisis and Combust.
Still awesome. Combust are a great band as well.
Fantastic guys. Andrew's amazing.
Damn. So during all those years, did you ever try to reach out and talk to anybody? Was you just doing your own thing, like, and you moved to Belgium, like, fuck it, like the whole New York shit? You never really fucking. It was really like something you just like kind of moved on from.
The only person I ever talked to was you at that Derek Hess show.
Yeah.
If you remember.
That was like 22 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a Derek Hess show?
Derek Hess had like a festival, and Toby was there.
Yeah, so we played that with Ringworm. Yeah.
Yeah,
so the last time I saw
Derek Hess.
So the last time I saw Dwid in real life was when Moon was pregnant with Max. Like 22 fucking years ago. And you came to the show, we had a conversation, talked to me and Moon. That's the last time I saw her. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Wow,
man.
long time.
Holy shit, dude.
And where was it? In Cleveland.
Agora, I think.
Yeah.
At the Agora.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
Fuck, man.
Damn.
I don't even know I don't even know how that shit even started. Any of that
Time
stuff.
goes fast.
It's so fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
But then seeing Isaac at your show.
Yeah, we have a split.
I know there's a Scarhead coming, dude. It's like, what world are we?
I made rap music. I made the music for a rap song that he's on.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, 2025 is crazy because there's a split coming out with Integrity and Scarhead.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're
it's
all
great.
grown ass people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and there was so many things that happened through these years, but like, even having you in my kitchen right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting how people move on and grow up and all that shit. You know what I mean? It was a
Yeah.
long time though, because there was like this. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. I don't even know how the whole thing even started. Any of that shit.
I don't know. Yeah. Just stupid shit.
Because that was
you know?
before the internet.
Yeah, I
pretty
think that
much.
was the problem, was that people were on the internet without the internet, just saying stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, I was
so,
like, yeah,
yeah,
that set off a whole entire 20 years of something.
yeah.
Wow.
Because you were in Cleveland, you were like in Brazil during that
I was
time.
in Brazil, so a lot of it was just like alien to me, like anything. Like I didn't hear anything about anything until like coming back, and it was just, I didn't know if you were continuing like doing Integrity because I hadn't heard any albums or any recording or anything. And I found it really interesting coming back when like slowly it was like just like younger people were like, oh, I know this band Integrity. And I was like, how do you even know that? Like, how do you know these songs? Like, because for me, I just thought it was something that I knew for like Cleveland people knew like very well.
Yeah.
And I was there for like from the very beginning, as far as like the writing, the ideas that you would come across, like when you were like, oh, I'm going to write this song, like 18 Wheels. And
Yeah.
you know, like all those little.
See, that 18 Wheels, that was my homage to you because I have the beautiful singing voice on half of it.
Well, you got really into, wanting to croon. It was like certain influences that were just like, okay, like this would be cool to try out. Like, why not? And it's like, all right. But I didn't realize how it had an impact on everyone else outside of Cleveland. And that was really surprising and shocking just to see like more and more people like, oh yeah, I know this. I'm like, really? You know? They're like, yes, this is the best album. But when I did move to New York, like all of my New York friends were just like really into, the stuff. They're like, fuck, man, this is so good, Integrity. Like, and I was just like,
that's cool.
wow. Like a lot of like my friends from New York were like really into it. And I was like, how do you know? They're like, dude, they're like, I don't know. They just really got it. And then I realized when I came back to the U.S. and started doing more tours and stuff here, it was like a kind of a resurgence. I mean, I don't know. I thought, there was like a lot of young people like wearing Integrity shirts and really into it, which was super cool to see.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And then like not being like really to see then like for the New York people to see Integrity for the first time recently, they waited all those years,
Right.
Right.
Well, just a quick question. Like, do you have like a favorite lineup of the band? Because I know that I have in my head, like there were so many different movements of people. Is
That's a
there
good question.
An epic, like you're like, this was for
Well,
me?
I hate to say it because I don't want anybody to feel bad.
I know.
But like Aaron and me and Lenny
Yeah.
and David Araka,
Yeah.
he was the best.
That was the
yeah.
best. For me,
But
that
then
was
unfortunately he died.
yeah. He was playing drums.
He's a great drummer, great guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that
He
was
did my
a
tattoos.
sick
He tattooed you?
lineup.
Yeah.
He was one of my best friends.
tattooed
and,
me,
yeah,
too.
he tattooed Derek too. Don't try to copy, dude.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go back to New York for a second.
Okay.
How do we end up here? Like, how'd you end up going back and play? Like, obviously you talked to everybody. 20 years had passed. Like, did you have conversations with any of these guys? And like, oh, It's all love.
I did it. Yeah.
You know, we all sort of agreed to not talk about the unmentionable one, but I think that
for sure.
when your enemy's enemy, so like you,
right.
So you become friends.
Yeah.
So when everyone has a common enemy, like I guess it's like
I gotcha. Yeah.
I don't know if it's really that, but it's sort of maybe it's that.
Yeah. And do you feel weight lifted off your shoulders now that everything's all love and it's all?
I feel good that I'm friends with people that I had a rough time with in the past.
Yeah.
There's a weird thing is I have a lot of good friendships with people who I didn't really like at first too. And like Dom from 8389. I don't know if you know Dom Romeo. He was a guitar player that played with me for a while. And at first I was like really annoyed by him. He would write me and really liked my band and was like really annoying. And I was like, I don't really like this guy. And then like something clicked and we became really close friends.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like that. It's like you have, like a clock, like we're at midnight, like you can either go like hate or love. So sometimes it just like clicks over to the love and then that's cool,
Damn. Because I know you loved New York hardcore. You loved the bands out there. There was always love for that shit. You know what I mean? It's definitely. Just like, and then Isaac moving to Cleveland, just all that shit.
Yeah, crazy.
And so when you first saw Isaac guys recently, right? I saw a picture of you guys. Just see the picture of you and Freddie the other day. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that was a great tour.
Yeah.
The only negative thing I have to say is that he has so much energy that it's a fucking hell to tour with him.
Insane.
He's one of the illest frontmen still, man. Yeah. Still.
I have to eat like fucking 5 scoops of pre-workout just to get
enough
energy.
Did you guys play after them at different shows?
They would do a rotating.
I would never want to play after them. Man.
Exactly. I would be like, oh, Jesus.
And is that your first time seeing Freddie like in 20-something years or something? More?
No, we play with him a bunch, actually.
Okay, festival, whatever, Europe and stuff. Yeah. Fuck, what a crazy... And then you moved to Belgium in 2003?
Yeah.
And what was the reason for that?
My wife is from Belgium.
Okay.
She thinks America is a dangerous place. Go figure.
Yeah.
She had the foresight to see what was coming.
Fuck, man. So you've been there, so you love it there.
Where I live is quiet, and I live in like a suburban area, and I just stay at home and work on music and things and artwork. Yeah. So I don't really go out or anything.
You don't really go to shows.
I'm really
like
boring. Yeah. I go to shows if my friends are in town. So.
Yeah. Fuck, man, that's so crazy. Fuck, but technically, they put out so many fucking albums, man.
Yeah, I don't know how many records we made. It's hard to keep track.
Fucking, I'm including the demo too. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang out. 8. Oh no, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dude, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What would you say?
Over 15 or something, man. At least.
Is there an album that people hold higher than any other one?
I think I know somebody. Yeah. What do you think?
Well, yeah.
Most loved.
What I think.
I'm curious to hear. Like, what?
Yeah.
My theory on it is that because I tour and I meet the people when they say, "Oh, this is my favorite record," or "That is my favorite record," there's always like a line of time that you can follow back to when that person was maybe 17 or 18 years old, where they're just exiting childhood and going into adulthood, and they have that little summer where they're like free for the last time. If a record comes out in that window and that record resonates with them, that usually ends up being their favorite. Even records that I would say, oh, that's maybe our weakest record or something. If that person fits into that time zone, that's usually the one that they say it is. Not always, but that seems to be a little pattern that I like. I have this brain that always tries to find these answers to puzzles and things.
Wow, that's interesting.
So I find that to be like how I evaluate it.
How hard is it to do a set list with all these fucking records on? Pick the songs, man.
I normally we'll play songs that we want to play, and then if the crowd doesn't really react the right way, then we'll change it. Because I mean, really, the shows are to make people happy to want to see the songs. We can't play all the songs, obviously, but we try to put together a set list that makes sense for what people want to see live. You know? So we could also do a set would be like, oh, here's the obscure ones, and then people would be like, oh.
Yeah, the deep cuts.
Yeah.
Right.
They might be, because we have some songs that are like really experimental. We have some songs that are like, they don't get the crowd moving, but you could enjoy them too. But it just would be a different vibe. And especially doing these tours with Judge and Madball and Earth Crisis and Strife and Combust and Witness Chamber, you have to have a sort of certain kind of set list.
Oh, you do, yeah.
All right.
Because then the people will be like, "Oh, you're going into like your
Yeah.
maggot brain stuff." Like they don't want to hear that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's probably some albums that you can't even play any of the songs off, really, because there's so many. You know what I mean? If you picked one off every album, it's
we
probably
try to pick some off of every album, but then there's some that are like that tend to be crowd favorites that we stick to.
Yeah. Damn. And so you have a son named Max.
Yeah, so do you.
Yeah, we do. And just so the internet knows, on the internet, it's not Dwid's son.
Yeah, we have two different sons.
And we got to
two
meet your
different
son
boys.
Max today.
Yes.
I haven't met your son Max yet.
Yeah.
But two different Maxes.
We'll make arrangements for
two
custody.
different Maxes, two different moms. You know, different whatever the internet says. That was a funny.
And what,
shit.
10 years apart? I think they're.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
22.
Okay, so he's 8 years apart.
And that was what kind of connected us together. Is that there was some stuff online about Max's dad being you. And then you came on the page and you fucking said that's not true. And that was a moment where I was like, fuck, that was such a nice of you to do that, because I fucking hate the internet. I hate barely going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the online shit. And you have my back on there, and I appreciate it. I wanted to thank you for that.
That's
because it was such a stupid narrative. It was so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And who knows what moron came up with that? We probably know.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, take your time to make up a lie about somebody's child. It was so fucking dumb. You know what
Especially,
I'm saying?
I think your son was younger at the time.
Yeah.
when that happened. So it's even more cruel.
Yeah, it's just crazy how the internet and all that stuff. Do you fuck with the internet a lot, or?
I have to because I'm doing the band.
Yeah,
I have to answer like what the set list will be, or what time we're playing, or
So you checking
all
your
those
DMs
things.
and stuff?
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
No, not. Yeah, so don't kill his DMs. But were you like a negative comment bother you or anything about?
No, it doesn't
online
bother me, because I went into this expecting that everybody would hate the music. So when people hate the music, I'm like, oh, okay, figured that was coming. So whatever, It's not like I'm making pop music. I'm not Michael Jackson. I know people are going to be like, hey, this isn't for me. Every time I fly somewhere or go somewhere, they're like, hey, you look a little unusual. What do you do for a job?
Talked about this yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I have a band. They're like, oh, what band are you in? I'm like, you wouldn't like it. Oh, I'm open-minded. Try me. I'm like, okay, it's called this. And they're like, they listen to it. They're like, ooh, this is not my taste. I told you.
Duh.
I told you.
Well, that's what we try to tell people we play hardcore music. Even in 2025, people don't understand that.
They don't.
It's still very underground, man. As
Yeah,
much as we
yeah.
think how huge it is, we try to somebody, even you, like, I sing in a metal band. You sing in a metal band called
Yeah.
Sepultura. What the fuck's that mean? Do you know what I mean?
I
People still
even
don't
try
get
to,
it.
Like, put it across them. Like, forget it.
Do you let negative stuff on the internet bother you about yourself in general, if there's anything, or you read
No,
shit,
no,
or
no.
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I'm okay with myself.
Yeah.
I got enough abuse as a kid that I have calluses all over me. So
Damn.
people can say as much negative stuff about me. So I get death threats all the time in the
Really?
DMs and stuff. Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. We have like a pride shirt for integrity and to support that. And then people get mad and they threaten to kill me over it or whatever.
Or like a pride shirt?
Yeah, everything, all kinds of stupid stuff. Not just that, just all kinds of stuff.
I know.
If you say something that you want people for equality, there's always going to be someone who doesn't like equality, so that they're going to threaten to kill you.
Doesn't like equality.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, so let's talk about that. Punk rock, the whole thing is about equality, individuality,
Okay, right.
inclusiveness, open-mindedness. All the weirdos are all fucking one tribe. That's what we get into it. That's what attracted us.
That's what
to
it's
it.
supposed to be. That's all I thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I still adhere to that thought.
Absolutely. So when you hear shit like that, nah, fuck you, I'm punk, fuck equality. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to any fucking lyrics? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's fucking. But now we talk about how it's so diverse now.
Yeah.
It's so incredible right now. The scene right now on the whole fucking planet.
Yeah.
So many young people, women singing, just everything now. It's a beautiful time.
It's
You know what I mean?
Changed. It's
It's
opened
such
up
a different
much
time to
more,
see
and
that as how old we are. Like
Yeah.
people finally listen to the lyrics. People screamed about this shit for like 20 years. You know what I mean? What do you think? What do you think it is that keeps you doing what you're doing and still being like a big hardcore kid? Because we're all big kids. Still loving it. You know
Keeps
what I mean?
me doing music.
Yeah, just loving it. Just yeah.
I mean, the touring I love because I like to see my friends. I
Yeah.
like to play with my friends too, on tour. And see different places is great. As far as the making of the records, it's just something that I have to do.
Have to do.
It isn't even about like I don't make a record every year like I'm supposed to do
Yeah.
it. I just make it when I feel it's right.
Totally.
Like I have a new record that I'm almost done with, and I've made that record 3 times and scrapped the first 2 because I wasn't happy with how it all worked out. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing it because it's something that I do. I don't know. It's like kind of like in a sense, like we talked earlier about religion and things. It's almost like I'm like one of those cursed people in the Bible who like are hearing voices and then they're doing this stuff and that they think that, oh, that's a saint-like person, but really they're just a crazy person that can't fucking stop, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like that, I guess, you know? Like I'm just like on this. I have things that I have to get off my chest.
It seems like it's therapy for you.
Yeah, I feel good for a little bit after I finish one, and then it comes back, and I have to.
Have you been to therapy before?
No.
Really,
it's
your
not
whole life?
successful for me.
Really?
When
So you tried
I have
before?
gone to it a couple of times, but then I can already know what they're going to ask me, and so I can manipulate it, and it's not. It doesn't work.
So music is that's your shit.
I
right?
studied philosophy. I studied psychology, so I kind of have like I know where it's gonna go, and so then it can't help myself because I know that the Wizard of Oz is behind the curtain. So
Damn.
you know, so I'm just stuck like this, but it's okay.
Yeah. You feel like you're in a good place in your life right now?
Yeah, maybe. I think I feel better than I did when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't feel as paranoid, so that's good.
Paranoid with the world or just in general is everything?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that everybody wanted to kill me all the time.
Yeah.
And so, like, when we would play those shows, it really was like us battling against everyone. Even though people were singing along, we believed that they wanted to kill us.
Fuck, man.
So
Yeah, then the New York shit happens and like, okay, shit, there's real shit out there. And
we manifested it into reality.
Because you guys can, back to, I'm sorry, but you guys can play anywhere, right? The No East Coast shit. Was it like rules? Did you know like we can't go
I don't know
play
if there
here?
was rules. We just didn't play New York City.
Yeah. Played around there and shit like that, yeah.
I think that people might have said you don't play there, so we didn't play there. But also no one tried to book us either, though. But if they did book us, we would have been like, maybe we shouldn't do it, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And you weren't talking no older cat New York peeps during any of that time, huh? Like, yo, like, none of that shit.
The only person that I knew was Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I would talk to him and we would get along.
Yeah.
But I never talked about this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, I know all the youth crew type guys, but I wouldn't bother them with that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Such a crazy, it's like a fucking very legendary, historic thing, you know what I mean? The whole New York, it's just crazy, man. It's just amazing to like think about now that it's so long ago, you know what I mean? We're all mid-50s and fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people grow up. It's just before the internet, too. You know, it was like word of mouth. It was like, I think it was there's a VHS, or some, you know what I'm saying? Something went around viral. I know it's weird shit, though, you know? Crazy. You were totally out of the whole mix on that, you know?
Completely.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What's like the last real job you had? Like with a boss?
I worked at Volvo building
shit.
cars.
Really?
Yeah, for 10 years.
Did you know that?
I didn't. I think you
Holy
told me,
fuck.
though.
Where the
but-
fuck? Were in Cleveland or?
In Europe, in Belgium.
Holy shit. You're building Volvos? Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
Not by myself.
No, I know. Did you have to go to school for that or anything, or just got a job doing
I
that?
just got a job doing it. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's incredible, man. You worked all kinds of jobs.
My main job was always learning. I learned how to do Photoshop right on Photoshop version 2.
Yeah.
And I self-taught myself how to do that. And that was, my father helped me get the software and a computer to do so. And that was one of the things where it's like, you know, you teach someone how to fish rather than give them a fish. Because then when I would go on tour and come back, no one knew Photoshop up until like the 2000s probably. So they didn't teach it in schools. So I would go to any job and be like, I can do this. And then I would get the job every time.
Fuck.
So I would get a job doing that. I like worked for newspapers and tabloids and different things like that in between tours.
Damn. Are your kids into like punk and hardcore and shit like that, or?
My oldest son Max is.
He is.
Initially he wasn't. He was into like the Beatles and stuff like that, like really quiet stuff. And like when he was born, I thought he's gonna probably listen to like the craziest music, like that blows me away. You know?
Rebellion, yeah, something different.
And I was kind of like, I was a little disappointed when he was like, "Yeah, I'm into George Harrison." I was like, "Oh man, I was expecting you were gonna go really crazy." But then the past few years, he got really off the deep end and is into like crazy deathcore and like
that's what my
ass bass like rap. Yeah, see,
that was deathcore shit.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe they're brothers.
Those crazy hard Fit for an Autopsy, all this shit.
Yeah.
Every Slipknot, fucking super hard shit.
And he loves the ass bass like rap stuff, the real stuff. Yeah, and I love that too, actually.
So does he want to play music or anything like that, or
he can play guitar really well, actually, but he doesn't want to do that. He's a physical therapist.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
Do you go back to Cleveland much?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have family there, and my kids. I have 2 kids that live there, and my third child lives in Chicago, and my ex-wife lives in Cleveland, and we're still friends.
Damn. So 5 kids total.
I have 5 kids total. Yeah.
Wow, man, that's a. You done now? You good?
Yeah, I'm done. I give up. I throw in the towel.
Did you get the snip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Respect.
I did. Yeah,
I got the snip too. Yeah, that's crazy having kids and balancing all the different countries too, different places for you.
Yeah,
traveling all. Is it hard to balance everything?
No, it's not. It's just I think that everybody just knows that that's what I do, so they don't give me much grief.
Yeah. They give you space and time to do all that stuff and hang with the kids, and
maybe they're happy to get me out of their hair. I don't know.
Yeah. You seem so very chill person.
I try to be.
Are you more chill in your older life? Obviously,
probably that I'm older. You'd have to ask Derek because he knew me.
He seems really chill, man. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you knew when he was a wild man.
Yeah, definitely wilding.
You got it all in your
100%.
system. You got it all in your system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really. Yeah, I mean, I guess we all had a lot of energy, but I mean, for sure, I mean, just the environment, I mean, I guess with like being a mentor and then your parents being so hardcore.
Hardcore, yeah.
Not the hardcore that your listeners are expecting.
Hardcore on you, very strict, very fucking.
But, yeah, I mean, it's just definitely a lot of flashbacks of just being harassed, just for being who we are, just being different, just
punks,
be free, like consistently being targeted. It's just like people just not being able to mind their own business. It just find it hard to believe, but it's like, oh yeah, that's right, it was like that. Like just going to like typical things that we would do, like go to a thrift store, get clothes,
yes,
and then people just like, why are you wearing this shit? Why are you wearing pajamas in the middle of the day? Like,
yeah, we get crazy ideas.
Crazy ideas.
We would do whatever we wanted to do.
I mean, we lived in a abandoned building in Cleveland that was like terrifying and haunted, and we were like
the castle.
It was
you
like
mean
a
the castle?
Castle, like we're like
holy shit.
He and I lived in the castle one winter. We're idiots.
I don't know. You persuade her, you're like, yes, we can live here. It's like
you lived there too?
Yeah. Me and him lived there. And it was a castle in Tremont near where they made
like downtown where they made the Deer Hunter movie.
Yeah, the Deer Hunter.
Holy shit.
And there's this castle there, and I don't know why. I think it was
like a nunnery.
A nunnery, yeah. And it was a literal castle for no reason at all. In this Cleveland, at the time, it was kind of like a hood area. Now it's gentrified and it's hipsters and stuff. There's probably like a barista thing in there and whatever. But at that time, like we were like, I don't know which one of us got the deal, but we were able to stay in the place. And all we had to do was study oil painting with the guy.
Yeah.
There was a guy
which we wanted to do.
Was he like the janitor there? Or?
No, he owned the place.
Oh, right.
So like he would let us stay there, but he was also like really mentally off. He was crazier than us. So like we could stay there, but we had to take these oil painting classes from him every day. And if we didn't do the regiment, then we would have to leave. And the place was so cold. Like we were like, this is awesome. Look, we're living in a castle. We're fucking
castle squat. Yeah.
We're cool. But what we didn't realize was there was no heat. And we had like these little space heaters. We were like sitting like like homeless guys, like totally shaking next to each other, like, oh, this is a bad idea.
How long did you guys live there for?
Not long.
Yeah, not too long. And then you moved to New York shortly after. No, then we moved into the Kook's house.
We ended up moving into like this guy's
a couple blocks away in a real house with heat.
Damn.
And then it was just,
So you guys hung a lot of different places and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just
was
like
Dwid like the protector because he was the guy that really fucking protector of the crew and you guys kind of.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, because you were so chill and he was
made
more
trouble.
wild.
No, he was in trouble. I was like the protector.
He's the big guy.
Okay.
People were afraid of
I was
Derek.
like, chill out.
Even though he was a lover. People would see him, but
Yeah, I had to like.
This crazy
kind
So
of,
you
guy
would
with
start the shit and he would
dreadlocks.
fix the shit a little bit?
I would run behind him and hide. And then he would croon the person into swoon them into
It
love.
would just melt in his
It was
arms.
just like a free for all, though. It was just like wild because I mean, you could live very cheaply in these houses,
Yeah, it's
and there were
crazy.
no police patrolling like the downtown area so much.
Damn.
It was just, and then I ended up like working in like a club, and then these guys would come and almost fuck it up for me. I'd have to
just like New York.
Yeah. I would just like have to explain to the management there. I'm like, these are my friends. I know they're eccentric. Just let it. And they were just like, oh yeah, we know they're eccentric. Like they're drinking other people's drinks here. You can see, like.
Yeah, we would steal drinks.
I mean, it was like it'd be like a place like D-Light would play.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it was a
fancy
club.
place.
Yeah.
And then they would come like, oh, guys, like really chill the fuck out.
Did you ever get arrested back then or anything?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. But not like prison or anything. This little
yeah.
jail times.
Just doing silly shit.
Yeah.
It's just wild. I mean, it was just like a free for all. Like just
kind of lawless vibes you're saying, right?
Yeah. Extremely lawlessness. It was outrageous.
Yeah, because then you're like the outcast, and you know what I mean? And fucking you get a fight. Fuck, dude.
A lot of shows.
A lot of shows?
Going to a lot of shows and just I mean,
fuck. Crazy life, dude. It's nice. It's great to sit here and talk to you. Like, you're so mellow, you're so chill. You know what I mean? Like, not really knowing, just hearing all things about you through my whole life, right? like before I even knew about the band Integrity, I knew the name Dwid. You know what I'm saying? Like last time's the first time I saw Integrity ever.
Oh, really?
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's like, but through all these years, you know what I mean? Like, it's just different worlds. We're in New York. It's a whole shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting, just all of it, and to have you here now, like that many years later. You know, just hearing your story. Now I kind of understand your mind more. You know what I mean? How you grew up and all that stuff. You know, why you are the way you are, or lashed out the way you lashed out, or just stories he told me about growing up with you. You know what I mean? It's a whole new perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Because how we're raised and all that stuff really defines when we get out into the world. And
definitely.
But then finding punk and all this shit too, it's just a whole other outlet. You know, which sounds like it's been your therapy your whole fucking life.
Yeah,
it
probably has.
Yourself,
yeah.
What's next? Like, what's you said you have an album coming out?
Well, they have a Split 70s coming out with Scarhead, dude.
Okay.
Just
it comes out on Halloween.
Yep, on Halloween, yeah.
And
I have a full length that I've recorded.
Okay. Oh, really?
It's not finished. I have to do the vocals when I get home.
Mm-hmm.
But
A New Integrity?
Yeah.
And it's with the guys that are writing the music or the ones that are touring with you?
No, just a drummer.
Just a drummer.
Aaron is on it.
Okay.
And,
that's cool.
Yeah.
And Asa is on it. He's another guitar player that we work with. And my friend Julian, who's in like the European version of the band, he helped on it. And
do you do most of the writing?
Music or lyrics?
Lyrics.
I did lyrics.
Always lyrics. Everything always.
Except for Armenian Persecution, that was Aaron.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because that was from his voice.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you've always been a lyricist, always.
Yeah.
You write all the time? You have like a journal? You're always writing stuff?
Yeah. Or I do like voice notes, or I do it in my phone notes. And I like to do it with a pen instead of on a computer. But lately I've been using my phone more because then I can like search it or like compile them a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I have like enough to make like 3 albums.
Damn.
And then I just whittled it down to the best ones.
Yeah, so you're not running out of things to talk about or sing about at this point in your life. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a tortured person, so I have a lot of things going on in my head.
And you're doing all the artwork for.
I do most of the artwork, not all, but
right.
I often do the artwork. I like to do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So that's why I do it, and that's why I learned Photoshop too. Just wasn't because I wanted a job; it was because I wanted to make sure that I could continue to do the artwork.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because I had a couple records that I couldn't do the artwork because it switched into the digital thing. Because the first things I was doing it all analog, like by hand. Including the Outface Friendly Green. I put that together for
nice.
at Kinko's.
That's cool. Do you
and we mailed it. We mailed it as finished art, and then they had to photograph or scan it or something at the time.
That's
it was
cool.
kind of tricky to pull off.
Yeah.
We used like transparency paper, and then I would paint underneath the transparencies and overlay it on these psychedelic background stuff. And
It's cool. It's super DIY. It's awesome,
Yeah.
man. That's what we had to do back then, right?
yeah, and it was cool to have to figure out. Like the thing about it for me is that I like to have to figure it out.
Mhm.
Like, how will we make this happen? I think that Charlie or Derek said,
Mhm.
"Oh, we want this,"
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of a Tibetan guy,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a symbol.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, but can we have it like a different color?" And like in Photoshop, sure, but that wasn't around yet.
Option,
Yeah, this was in
Yeah.
the '80s, so I had to be like, okay, maybe if I do it on transparency paper, flip it over and paint it on the back, and then we put it over top of that and paste it, and we had to do a lot of like really.
It's crazy, like all those connections with like those New York guys, like really spilled over, you know, because that was Outface came out because of Walter
Yeah, they looked out for
and his
integrity
label
and you guys.
and
Yeah,
integrity,
yeah.
and then Crisis, and then
Big part of the story.
yeah.
And Alex Brown's artwork was inspiring
Rest
for
in peace,
everybody.
Alex Brown.
too.
Yeah. Wow, man. It's cool. Like this fucking wearing the T-shirt got you the record deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, record deal with no royalties, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
a record.
Thanks, Walter.
You're good looking out, Walter. What's like one of your latest obsessions?
I have this really crazy old synthesizer that I love to mess with, and I carry it around with me and I play it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
I
something
use
new?
it in Psy Warfare. It's like from 1979. It's this weird synthesizer that they made, hoping that it would like catch on for like Duran Duran, Depeche Mode, these kinds
wow.
of bands. But they wanted it to be affordable, so they used really cheap circuitry, really cheap everything. So it sounds very violent. It doesn't sound like, like dancing with girls
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
It sounds like punk or something to me.
Mhm.
And so I like playing with that.
What about like TV shows? You binge watch shows? You watch what's like your thing to watch?
Not really. I watch
Documentaries?
some things, just to kind of like unwind. So, but I don't really. I have been watching that Peacemaker, like we were referenced it before, because it's kind of funny. And,
It's funny.
You a comedy guy?
sometimes,
Yeah.
but just like music, I like all kinds of things. I don't just like only horror. I prefer horror,
Yeah.
but I don't only like horror.
Yeah.
Same with the music. I don't only like bands that are like vampire themed or whatever.
Yeah. What is something you listen to? The listeners would be surprised that Dwid listens to.
I don't know. I don't know if people would be surprised if they think I'm
You
pretty,
into like pop music,
pretty weird. Not as much.
country.
No. I like some older country stuff.
Yeah.
I liked Tex Ritter, some Hank Williams Jr. stuff like
We
that.
listen to would you listen to like I don't know, fucking Madonna or Beyonce or some poppy shit or?
I listen to it sometimes.
Yeah.
We were definitely into Sade. That was
Oh,
I
hell
love
yeah.
Sade.
Best. Fuck
I love
yeah.
Sade still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same,
it's
dude.
just-
She's got a new record coming out too, supposedly. She's
Really?
Yeah.
Supposedly, tour next year. I'm hoping.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I've never seen her perform ever. Have you guys seen her?
Never.
Seen her?
I have
love
seen her.
to
Yeah.
see-
yeah.
Really?
I saw her at the Blossom.
All right.
Fuck.
It
She's
was
amazing.
I remember your Sade obsession.
She's timeless.
I got a tattoo of her. I love her, dude.
I had a poster of her in my room that was the size of like your
Yeah,
wall.
it was massive.
Serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was massive.
Massive.
Was it from the album, like album cover?
It was from
Love Deluxe.
Stronger Than
Pride. Damn.
And it was her. It was the album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just her gigantic in my room.
huge.
It was
She
amazing.
tattooed my friend. She did one tattoo in the whole world just to my friend.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because BJ Betts tattooed her bass player, and he said, "I don't want any money. I just want Sade to tattoo me." And he brought the machine back to the show the next day, and she wrote Sade on his arm.
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck, so jealous, man. I would love that, dude. It'd be so
talentless.
fucking Sade's amazing, man.
Absolutely.
You do vocal warm ups on tour and stuff.
I have a song called Vocal Test.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like one of my friend's favorite songs.
So do you do vocal warm ups then?
It's the best lyrics I ever
What
wrote.
album is that on?
Humanity's the Devil.
Yeah, I mean, it's a W, yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean you do vocal warm ups?
That's my vocal warm up. It's yelling that.
What? You're not doing la 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 that
No,
shit.
no.
You ever lose your voice on tour?
No.
Really?
No.
Fuck.
It just sounds more worse, which is what it should sound like.
Damn.
Like now I've been on tour since October 2nd.
Yeah.
So it's getting good now.
How do you feel on stage these days? You feel good?
Yeah, I feel okay.
Yeah.
If the PA is working, if the monitors are on, because sometimes they don't turn it on for me.
Yeah.
So then I have to guess where I'm at a little bit, but and push harder.
Got some really solid players, I have to say. These guys.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Really good. Very tight, man.
Are you checking out new hardcore bands?
Well, Combust.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, but are you listening for stuff or checking out stuff unless it comes through your way or?
I don't go searching.
Yeah. There's so many.
I come across things.
Yeah.
Or people message me, or
Yeah, Combust Records. This record's incredible. It's my favorite record of the year.
Yeah,
the
they're
Beast.
great.
It's got a great Killing Time kind of vibe to it. Yeah. Would you have what do you think about gatekeeping, that kind of mentality? Like the old heads, like saying this isn't that. This is what a hardcore.
People would
is.
always do that to me. I don't like
Really?
it. Yeah.
When you guys first came around.
I think that people should do whatever they want to do.
Mm.
And I think that if you're going to do whatever you want to do, it's going to be a better end result than, if you follow what everyone else tells you what to do.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Integrity created their own lane, basically. Sound, lyrics, everything.
That wasn't the
visuals.
intention. It
Totally.
was just
You had
to
to,
do
right?
what you like.
Totally, yeah.
So, I mean, that's the weird thing is that people sometimes will say that, oh, you guys, it wasn't that we were like, we're going to try to do something different.
No.
We were like, we like this stuff. What if you had this maggot brain part and then you had like this, violent hardcore part in there too or something?
Yeah.
Like that would be cool to listen to. Let's make that.
Mm-hmm.
That was how it was. It wasn't that we thought that was how you're supposed to do it. We didn't know that was wrong, that was against the rules.
Yeah. Just make your own music you wanted to make.
And then when we found out it was against the rules, we didn't care and just kept doing it.
You want to do it more?
Yeah, and probably did it more, yeah.
What are some of your daily rituals when you're at home?
I don't really have any. I wake up and I work on different things. I have to do a lot of stupid administration stuff that I hate. And like check on people who are not doing their stuff. That's
for your job now.
For the band.
Oh, for the band. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Administration stuff. Damn.
Yeah, it's a sad thing to say that in bands.
It's like, what is he talking?
Yeah. It's even today. I'm like, oh, you messed this up. Oh, you messed this up to everybody. It drives me crazy.
You like a perfectionist?
I just try to make sure that everybody is taken care of.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't do their job, so I have to like keep an eye on things. And then I don't like owing people. I like to make sure everybody gets their stuff first.
For sure.
And so I have to keep on top of it. And
yeah.
And a lot of people seem to be very relaxed about their responsibilities lately. But to be completely fair, I would party and drink and raise hell, and I was like out of my mind, and everything just kind of like, was flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
And now I don't drink or do anything for like about 10 years. So I'm like very focused on what I'm doing. So it's great, and it's miserable because like every miserable part of my mind is completely unfiltered now. When I would drink, it would be suppressed a little bit, So all of the fire and brimstone is really cooking right now.
And you don't even do coffee. We're talking about you don't do coffee.
No, but that's not because of any reason. It's
What about sleep? You good sleeper at night?
Terrible sleeper.
Yeah,
I sleep 4 hours, maybe 5 a night, and I wake up every hour at the minimum.
Always been like that?
My mind doesn't stop. That's why that's why I got into drinking and LSD and stuff.
So now
I was trying to fix it, and then I think I fixed it a bit though, to be honest. But
sleep's so key. It's hard, but your mind just shut off.
Yeah.
You tried meditation before?
I have not tried meditation because I can't get past all that loudness inside my head.
Fuck, man. You're a very interesting mind.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the
know.
mind of Dwid today. No, for real.
Torturous.
I never talked to this guy before, so it's getting in the mind of the fucking legendary Dwid.
No, it's definitely interesting now for so many years. I mean,
you probably learned stuff about him today too.
Absolutely.
It's like fuck.
For sure.
You ever take like melatonin, any of that shit? None of that shit works?
No.
Damn.
I would sometimes take like some sleeping pills if I really needed to sleep, but I haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah.
I also like to be always working on things. So the fact that I have this small window of sleep, for me, I think of it as a blessing too. I'm not necessarily tired because of it. It's just I know that I'm not well rested, but that's just the way that it works for me.
Yeah.
My merch guy, he sleeps 20 hours a day.
How old is he?
He's like 27.
Exactly.
He's exactly half my age. And I do this I bring out my phone and I do a calculation to show him. And I go, dude, you sleep 20 hours a day. I sleep like 4 to 6, you know?
Yeah. So you didn't even sleep a lot as a kid either. That was like a thing, sleeping at home. Yeah.
I never could do that.
Fuck.
What
Damn.
So your merch guy,
Alex from Dark Empire.
Alex from Dark Empire, and Dark Empire was yours.
Yeah, and I gave it to him.
You gave it to him.
Yeah.
You gave it to me at one point.
Did I give it to you too?
What do you mean? What do you mean give it to? What do you mean?
Well, Dwid started Dark Empire Records. I don't know. What was the one thing that you had, the first thing that you put out on it?
You gave the label to him?
To
Confront.
Okay, much later, yeah. But I remember you were living on the west side. I can't remember which house it was
with
at the
you.
time. Before that, I think. And then I remember you had like this the paper with the logo and everything on it. And you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you're like, do you want to do it? Like, do you seriously want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for like a week. I was thinking like, all right, Dark Empire.
Oh, when I had the building?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
But then it was just like,
I had like a
interesting to
building
see
and
that
screen printing equipment and
Oh,
things
really?
like that, a label.
And Derek, you were giving it to you?
well, you offered it. And I was just like, I don't even know the first thing about a label or what to even do.
I also didn't know.
And so now
I still don't know.
Now the merch kid runs it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was cool to see that.
Well, he's a lot of things. He's also the guy with the mask on stage.
Oh yeah. It was interesting. Yeah, for listeners, there was like a masked kind of man on stage last night.
Because he wants to be anonymous.
Is this something new for Integrity though? Like having
it's not a thing. It's just like he just does that. He's just
on this
He's
tour?
just like a friend who's like on stage singing along.
Yeah.
But he wants to wear a mask because he's an egomaniac and he wants people to notice him. He's a megalomaniac.
So this is, but as a new Integrity person last night, this is something new for the band to have a mask on stage. It's just random.
Well, he's been doing it for a couple of years.
Oh shit! Okay. He's like a hype man, fucking.
He's
dancer.
Flavor.
He's like the
Porcel calls him Flavor Flav.
Right.
Or the dancer from the Boss Tones.
Yes. He's great.
Ben Carr.
Yeah.
So the Ben Carr. Damn.
Yeah.
Or Bobby Bird. You know, when James Brown.
Oh yeah.
What are there any things coming out on Dark Empire? Like,
I have nothing to do with it. It's all him.
It's
Yeah, it's not
awesome.
him anymore. He's
Yeah,
fucking retired.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I didn't
all
know if
him.
you're in the background.
You'll have to ask him, but he's probably asleep right now.
Right.
Do you have any major regrets in your life?
A lot, sure. I treat a lot of people bad. I was selfish. I was mean to people.
Mm.
Now I'm like a sap.
Did you go back and make amends with people and stuff like that? Or no?
Sometimes, yeah.
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 Damn. But also, I mean, not to say it's like, yeah, but hurt people. That's the thing. Like the way you
It was
brought
like
up.
that, sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? The way you were raised.
That's
like,
not an excuse, though.
It's not, but I get it now. I get where you come from. Like I knew anything about your history. Do you know what I'm saying? Like how you were raised, how your parents were, everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And how you fucking rebelled and lashed out and fucking all that shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like a dog in the corner getting beat all the time, so I'd bite back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that.
You just came in the world like that, like having to put
Pretty
a shield
much.
on and defend, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I had to have teeth from the start, so
yeah.
it was, but that's all I knew, so, you know?
Yeah, so at least you made some amends with people and fucking...
Yeah, like my ex-wife, Lisa, for example,
Okay.
you know, and
I think I met her, actually.
probably.
She was at a venue. We played. Yeah.
She owned a venue called The Foundry. You might
Yeah,
have
we played there.
Yeah.
We talked about her son, Max. That's when I met her.
You knew that? Did she know that story too?
Because it just happened.
Was it right
Because
when
that
that
girl
happened?
Libby was there. Some girls there.
Libby.
They told me
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, it was such a fucking weird time. That's the thing. Like the negativity online, like connected us.
Yeah.
And I never I just tell my wife about it because you know we have history, whatever. I was like, dude, do I just comment on this thing about Max? I got like a little like emotional about it because we have this thing that we never had any problem. I never fucking really knew you.
Yeah.
It was the whole New York shit. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking just crazy to talk about it as an adult. You know, I knew we were gonna have to talk about it because it's part of our history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just like, yeah, that's how we came together. All that negative shit backfired, and now you're in my fucking kitchen having a conversation.
Yeah.
And I see a picture of Freddie Madball and fucking have an Ezak split.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's for me, for us, it's like for you, but it's like wow, this fucking came so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it's good. And
I
it's
think
like,
it's good, man. I was just like in between any of this shit.
Yeah, because he was in New York too. Like he's part of the New York
those
fan.
guys, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening? You know? Yeah. So I was just happy to see that everything is.
Did that add some serious
squashed.
stress to your life, or were you still the same kind of mellow person like you are right now? You're a different place now, but did that fuck with you mentally? That whole shit.
I mean, I'm not really as mellow as you guys perceive me as being. Maybe I'm just tired, you know. Inside my head, there's like lots of explosions going
inside
on
my
right
head,
now.
yeah.
So.
But I'm saying, like, did it fuck you up mentally during that whole?
Well, like I said, I always thought everybody wanted to kill me, so
it wasn't
just
new.
Sort of like I was par for the course. I was like, I just expect that everybody hates what I do.
But then it's like now it's real.
And like when we would play shows, like even when people were having a good time, I'm like, I'm not really sure if they really are having a good time, you know, because it's like I'm singing about things that are torturous for me. So it's surprising that when people are having an enjoyable time about that. But then sometimes I understand like that people also have tortured lives and that it can like help them
absolutely
get out of that.
You probably helped a lot of people with your music, man. Inspired a lot of people. You got people to do things.
That would be nice if it was.
I mean, yeah. It's like, and do you enjoy it too? You enjoy being up there? Are you in your head? Are you in your head during the shows even thinking about other shit sometimes?
I'm thinking about what the songs mean. And sometimes it's overwhelming. Like last night, we have a song called Jagged Visions of My True Destiny. It's the one that sounds a bit Skinnerdy. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
And that one is a very emotional song for me, so I sort of like get lost in the song sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like this shit saved your life, man. This music saved
absolutely.
your life. And like,
yeah. I mean, if Youth of Today didn't come through Cleveland when they did, I probably would be dead, you know? I probably would have killed myself.
Fuck, man. It's heavy as fuck.
Because they showed us how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And Derek, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn. I'm glad you're here live, man, in my kitchen,
Thanks,
man. We're having
Nice
we're having this conversation, you know what I mean? Like, it's far, any more questions for Dwid?
Probably off the mic, but...
Oh,
no,
romantic ones.
I mean, how he got his name?
Romantic
How he got his
question.
name is the most random as shit too.
I don't think I even knew that. That's
Do you have like a hip hop fan too?
Yeah.
You listen to hip hop, new shit or old shit?
I like Sasmula. He was in City Morgue, if you know who
I
that
know
is.
City. My son knows City Morgue. Yeah.
I like him.
Damn, that's random. That's some dark shit though.
Yeah. I like the bass stuff, you know. I like with the big bass drops. When you hear the song that I did for Isaac, it has that kind of stuff.
So you
too,
produced a hip hop song for Isaac.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I actually made a couple other songs for him too, because we were gonna do like an EP together.
wow,
bro.
So
You talk on the phone and stuff too?
sometimes, yeah.
I mean, those first
Or
conversations.
WhatsApp, you know.
Yeah, what's
That you know that WhatsApp.
yeah.
but just for me because it's so.
I don't know if that's only me having that.
No, I love you. Like, yo, hit me on
WhatsApp is-
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But then I realized you live in Belgium.
Right.
Yeah.
But just those first conversations talking to you, like, is that weird? Is that just talking to this guy? Like, is
No, he was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about our kids and stuff, and you know, music, things like that.
yeah.
I put together the artwork for the insert on it. Another guy did the cover, and there's an illustration I made of him and an illustration I made of me for the others. I'll show it to you.
That's fucking
It's
crazy.
on my phone somewhere.
And then because it's been talked about. Then your interaction with him, whatever thing happened, the fight over there, did that change your mentality or anything on just all the stuff that you've been through or maybe experienced, or like you said that you hurt some people? Like when that moment happens when you two have your altercation, does that change you as far as your perspective on life and moving forward and the things you've done in your past, any of that stuff? Like,
I mean, I had a lot of abuse and violence in my life. you know, where I was on the receiving end as well.
yeah.
So I don't know if it changed me necessarily, no, but it you know, I've had experience a lot of violence.
Yeah, which I didn't fucking know to this podcast, man. Any of that shit, dude. Like, you're a very in-depth, like, deep person. Are you an emotional person?
I live in my head a lot, so
Yeah.
maybe that's where the depth comes
But
from.
are you an emotional person too that cries?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah. We're all fucking emotional.
But I have a high threshold for pain.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say that wasn't connected to what you were saying before.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have this weird thing where like 2 weeks before.
You're not afraid to die.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to die. I kind of expect to die, so I'm kind of think I'm actually living longer than I was expected to, or like what was on the plan. Like 2 weeks before the tour started, my stomach was hurting, and my wife was like, "Oh, you should go get it checked out." I'm like, "I don't give a shit, you know. I'll sleep it off." She's like, "Oh, go get it checked out." I had an appendicitis.
Oh shit!
They cut out my appendix, and then I went right on tour, you know.
Fuck.
So I have like this weird thing like that, you know.
You have a colonoscopy yet?
When I was,
Oh, you already had one before.
yeah, when I was 50.
I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, I'm 50. Yeah, we turned 50. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Yeah, I just had one too. My second one. Yeah. It's important to get the checkups though.
Yeah.
Regardless if you feel this and don't care about.
Well, I live in Belgium, so all that stuff
yeah.
is. They send you notifications. Hey, you should do this. Hey,
Really?
You should do that.
Damn. Come get your checkup.
Yeah, and they take care of the people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. For this tour, Integrity, Earth Crisis, and Judge, it's the craziest package, man. I can't imagine this tour in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking... Like, who puts this together? Is this something you guys...
Max Vick put it together at IAG.
Okay, and that's your agent?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was your idea, kind of?
Not my idea. It was his idea.
Wow. Just the merch and
completely
the logos,
his idea.
Just everything about the package.
The merch was Sammy's idea.
Yeah, of course. Sammy's a
and
smart
I constructed
businessman.
it for Sam, and Sam was like, do this, and I
Shout
just
out to
like,
Sammy.
I put it together for Sam.
Yeah, the package is just fucking perfect, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
They made cool shirts and like posters and
It's
stuff.
just a long time coming, like all you guys together, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still fucking doing the music, man.
Yeah. I love those guys. Sam's a great guy too, and all those guys, I love them.
Yeah. Do you have a top 5 New York hardcore? That's a great question for this guy.
I like Project X.
Okay.
We did that song
I
with
know,
Purcell last night.
They have Project X is in there still, yeah. Youth of Today for sure.
Yeah, Youth of Today definitely.
Judge for sure.
We followed Youth of Today around on the '88 tour that they did. Was that Break Down the Walls or?
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Did you went too, right?
Some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I would say yeah.
We followed them around like they were the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of shows. Yeah.
So we got Youth of Today, Project X, Judge 3. What else you got? 2 more
Yeah.
New York ones, you think? You
Madball.
Fuck. One more. There's so many, dude. Chromags, AF.
Sick of it all.
Sick of it all.
I like
Warzone.
Beyond. Beyond was big
That's
for
so
all
cool.
of our
That's
friends.
cool. That's cool you say that.
But there's a lot of other ones I could choose too, but I'll just go with that.
Damn, Beyond. Never heard Beyond the top 5.
Yeah. But I hadn't thought about Beyond until yesterday.
Yeah,
for a
when Kevin
while, though,
came
to be
up,
honest.
dude. Yeah.
But when I saw him and it was like, he's like, hey, I haven't seen you since 1988. I was like, wow.
Did you like Burn too?
Yeah, I like Burn, yeah.
GB.
There's a lot
so
of,
many
yeah, of
fuck-
course, yeah, them too. I forgot.
Chromags.
Side by Side, I
Side by
love.
Side.
And I love Alex.
Yeah.
I was talking to Purcell about that the other day.
You're seeing like
How-
Purcell and
how-
Sammy too.
How like, you know, that gives you goosebumps when they,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are your top 5, yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of them, so
I know.
it's hard to go.
What about hip hop? You have a top 5 hip hop or no?
I like that kid XXX Tentacion.
Yeah,
You know,
my
his
son-
bassy stuff I like.
My son turned me on to him. Rest in peace.
But I think that kid could have been like the biggest star in all that scene, because he could also, as we talked about Sade, he could kind of sing like Sade
could.
sometimes.
Good.
And then he could do the yelling thing, and he could do the bass thing. He could do everything. It's a real shame.
That record did like
But I think he was also a haunted guy.
for sure, man.
For sure.
And
yeah.
that ended his life prematurely.
That record did like 10 million or something. The one after he died, that record went huge after he passed, man. That was really sad because that was like on video, him getting shot in his car.
Yeah.
That was some heavy shit, man.
And I was listening to it before he died, and my youngest son was like, "Oh, I'm listening to this. You ever heard of it?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I've been listening to it before a long time." And he was like, "Oh, you crusty old grandpa ass motherfucker."
That's cool. You're into the checking that stuff out. Yeah, there's like a lot of dark wave.
Yeah, I think that's it. Is that sort of like-minded things I gravitate towards, but I really love things that have infrasonic bass. Like that's just something that's really special to me.
Is there like a genre of hip hop that's called like the bassy shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's trap. There's like a bunch of different.
I call it
styles.
ass bass, but it's I don't think that's correct. It's just something I made up.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Well, thank you for being here and your time and
My
every
pleasure,
show. It's
man.
hard doing podcasts, before you perform and all that shit.
No, it's cool. Well, we had the time, so it
Yeah.
worked
You have any
out.
questions for Derek at all? No. Derek, what's next for you after Sepultura? What's your next? What's going on?
Stop.
Ready to retire from the music biz, man.
Are you gonna reform Iron Man's?
Yeah.
What's Iron Man's? That's another band?
That was a band we were gonna have together.
What?
Because we were sponsored by Airwalk, and we had these shoes that looked like Iron Man shoes. Like they had that kind of like a Puma Adidas style thing.
You guys are sponsored by Airwalk?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I used to get us sponsored by all this stuff. I would call up, and like people would send us Vans.
What, the Playboy crew?
No, our band.
Oh, the band. Okay.
And I didn't. I mean,
Damn.
that's right. You did a lot.
We had those desert boots. We had all kinds of sick shoes.
So you were calling people up, getting sponsored.
They would send it. A lot of the
Business
time.
I'd say we wear it on stage.
Yeah.
And they would give us boxes. Like sometimes we'd get like a big refrigerator size or like a washing machine size box filled with shoes.
Damn.
That's true.
And I would just give them to everybody.
Fuck. So that was your other bit, Iron Man's?
We never did anything. It's just we were bullshitting around.
That's a crazy. It'd be cool to hear you guys do music in the future, man. That'd be kind of sick.
That would be fun.
We should.
I think,
something with him, right? His voice, he's got a great crooning voice. His voice isn't. Do
pedals
float on water.
Uh-oh.
Like just him.
He's coming back.
But
Charlie,
him
fire it up.
Is that Outface?
That was some Outface.
Yeah, but just his singing, he's going to do voiceovers too.
Right now, every girl in Cleveland, they just wet their pants.
He was a
You hear that voice.
big supporter here. He was always in the pit for Outface shows.
Really?
Especially the
And I was their roadie.
Yeah.
And I had to carry everything because they're divas.
Were you a big mosher back then?
Yeah.
Put some work in.
Diving, moshing, singing along, the whole thing.
I
did it all.
Are you done getting tattoos?
I would get more.
Yeah.
I just don't really have a lot of time to do it, and
yeah,
I just stay at home.
You ever get any lasered off before?
I have not. No. No.
If you need some laser, let me know.
Yeah.
Got you.
You got a machine here?
No, my friend does it. My friend does it too. We're about to go laser Dwid in the garage.
Yeah.
After we cold plunge.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Thank you for being here. And people can go to Instagram. They can try to DM you, send you messages. Go to integrity, right? All that stuff. Sometimes you answer, sometimes you don't.
We'll see.
Did you ever put out lyric books before?
No.
I
mean, I got a lyric book in the records, the CDs. And
do you have a bunch of journals saved with all your writing and shit?
Saved? No. They're stacked up in the corners and stuff, but I don't.
Would there be an integrity documentary?
There was one that Vice magazine wanted to do.
Really?
And then I said no. And then they, I think they did Judge.
Yeah, they did do that. Yeah. So you never would do one really, or no?
I don't know. I think I'm not that interesting as a person. The band is interesting. The music is interesting. I mean, like, I apologize to your listeners for this. So
would you ever put a book out about your life?
I've been offered that too, and I don't think that's interesting. You know, I think that.
But not to you, but to the world, maybe. Like the people who love your music.
I mean, there's a lot of guys who have their books, and they're really like interesting stories. They grew up in a bad neighborhood, and they like had to fight to get into their bands, and to survive, and then they put their bands together. I grew up in Indiana, in a farm.
It's still interesting.
I was outcast. No one liked me, and then I made music by accident, and I don't know if that's so interesting to people. Yeah, I'm not sure. I never really think about it like that. So I mean, if I had to make something, if I spend that much fucking time, that's not interesting to me. I would make another record, or I'd make something that's like excites me about things that I like.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest misconception about you, if there is one?
That I live in Cleveland. Yeah. Like everybody's like, how's Cleveland Indians or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't live there for like 23 years.
And then what do you want your legacy to be when you pass someday? Like the legacy of you and your music.
I never thought about it. Yeah. I mean, my musical thing is selfish. It's just for me, like something I like, and it's cool that other people like it too. But I don't really do it with the other people in mind. Not for sure. With the audience in mind. Maybe that's a bad way to do it. Everything I'm doing is probably unorthodox with it, and I don't know. Yeah. We've always done your own thing, man. I respect that. You've always done your... Thanks. Against the grain. And congratulations for your Papa Roach.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. I'm performing with them tonight. I'm very excited. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's going to be cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah, don't screw it up, man. I'm going to be there.
I'm not going I want it to be, man.
If you mess it up, he'll blue petals. He'll start crooning.
Wait my crooning part, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then all the panties will be thrown up on stage when he starts crooning.
Dude.
Only one chance.
The Tom Jones.
No, I feel good. I feel like this is a very therapeutic conversation. It's nice. Really nice to talk about all this shit, Awesome. Thanks for being here, Derek Green. Clevo in the house.
That's right. Represent.
Okay, bye, everybody. Thanks for listening, everybody. I always ask my guests if they have any regrets. I personally don't have any regrets. Even when it comes to my tattoos, I have the silliest tattoos. Even my ET on my leg, it's still a childhood memory for me, and I love it. I've had tattoos on top of tattoos strictly because I wanted more tattoos. I started getting tattoos when I was 18. I'm 52 now, and I can't stop. I've had laser treatment before on something on my arm. It's 4 tattoos on top of each other. And that experience at that place was pretty fast. It was pretty cold. It was in and out, swiped the credit card. Don't really tell me much. Didn't give me much details or anything was going to happen. So I never went back. So as of most recently, I'm so lucky enough to have had 2 sessions at Removery Tattoo Removal. My tattoo on my arm that looks like a big black blob is now super light. I've had 2 sessions. I have a long road ahead of me. None of this stuff happens overnight. You cannot take a tattoo up in one sitting. You have to be patient. And it's painful. They ice you up. It's super fast. To me, it felt like a bunch of rubber bands. But what's more painful than that is looking at something on your body that you think you're stuck with for the rest of your life. That sucks. But now for me, I'm really happy I started this journey. I'm slowly going to get this tattoo removed. I never thought in a million years I have any kind of real estate on my arm. I don't even know what I want, but it's exciting. I'm so honored to announce that One Life, One Chance podcast is now with Removery. Call 866-934-4570 or go to removery.com. Use TobyH20 and get $100 off your first session. One of the most experienced tattoo removal companies in the world. Removery has 155 locations and 1.8 million treatments. US, Canada, and Australia. State-of-the-art peak-away laser technology, cryotechnology to reduce any discomfort. This is so exciting for me because all I do in these podcasts is talk about tattoos. From day one, if you've been listening to this podcast, talk about tattoos, talk about getting removed, talk about getting covered up. So this is such a perfect fit for me. Definitely check out One Life, One Chance podcast, episode 281. I have Carmen Brody, Mike McTurnan, and Dustin Ortle from Removery. And this is over a 2-hour conversation. People have submitted questions. It's an incredible conversation breaking down the do's, the don'ts, the fears, process, the results, everything you could imagine about getting a tattoo removed. It's all in this podcast. It's an incredible episode. I appreciate them all coming out for it. So check that out if you want to learn more about Removery and what it's like to get a tattoo removed. Once again, go to removery.com or call 866-934-4570. Use my code TobyH20 and get $100 off. These guys are located everywhere. Try it out. Got to give a big shout out to Liquid Death. I've been in a band called H2O for 30 years, and my first real job with a company is a water brand. Go figure. Love you, Liquid Death. Love the people. Love the brand. Love the concept. Love what they give back. Love the community. Love what they do for the environment. You can go liquiddeath.com/OLLC and get free shipping on any of their merchandise that they make. They have such incredible collabs. Also, if you want to hear the story of the CEO, my good friend Mike Cesario, on the podcast, you can go to episode 115, part 1. And then 2 years later, we dropped a part 2, which is episode 275 with the CEO, Mike Cesario. Just a man from Delaware with a dream, worked at a marketing company, and made this become a reality. Liquid Death is an incredible company, incredible water, incredible people. And I'm super, super honored to be part of them. They sponsor my life. They sponsor everything, my family. So go liquiddeath.com/OLLC and get free shipping on anything you want to buy on that site. If you want to get water, it's exclusively on Amazon.com. Murder your thirst, y'all. As we get older, we start paying attention to what we put in our bodies. I personally have been listening to my body since I was 18 when I went vegan. I've always been focused on my health. It's super important, mental and physical health. But it's really important for people who are just starting to get more healthy and trying to step up their life. Doing your homework, reading the labels, researching, and verifying everything that's quality. It's part of the game these days. That's why I started drinking AG1s. I'm so proud to have them as a sponsor of my podcast. AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrients and gut support and is backed by multiple research studies so you can trust what you're putting into your body. We're all so busy these days, so just throw a pack of AG1 in the morning into a cup of water and shake it up and drink it. I love the way it tastes. I do it every single morning. It's part of my routine. I bring the packets on tour. It's an incredible life changer for me. Many supplements only reference research from ingredients in their product. But I trust AG1 in my daily routine because it's constantly putting the formula to the test. It's backed by multiple research studies. In one of those research studies, AG1 was shown to have double the amount of healthy bacteria in the gut, which is super important because these help digestion in the immune system and the immune health. And these bacteria are known to help with digestion as well, gas and bloating, which I freaking need. And it also promotes regular bowel movements, what I can attest to. In another research study, 97% participants felt more energy after 30 days, and 91% of the participants noticed that they needed less coffee after 60 days. I quit coffee like 5 months ago. I know I'm good on that. But AG1 is packed with a variety of nutrient-dense ingredients and is the perfect complement to my healthy diet. I drink it because I know it's going to work, and it gives me a peace of mind covering all my nutrition bases for the day. In fact, I trust it so much, that's why I'm spreading word about it. That's why it sponsors my podcast. Thanks to Angie Huberman for turning me on to AG1s, connecting me with them, and now they're part of my podcast. It's so easy and satisfying to start your day with AG1s. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of the vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your purchase at drinkag1.com/OLLC. That's drinkag1.com/OLLC. It's never been a better time to focus on your health and wellness and get back on track, man. Take control of your daily health. Health is wealth.